All right. I was about to zoom up. There's the remote for the camera. What I don't have is Mr. Hoffman here. I got Galloway, Aisha Galloway. That's Potts. He's gonna be here, I'm sure.
Good morning. I'm Court Officer Jackson, here in 13th District Court here in Detroit, Michigan. Your traffic division zone is here at 434 with the Honorable Judge, signed P. Perkins. Please govern yourself accordingly. Court is now open. And good morning again.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I gotta get my temperature.
Hello?
All right. Let's redo this. This is the City of Detroit versus Rodney Green, case number C80732331. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. May I please this honorable court, Cena Cobra Gray, appearing on behalf of Mr. Green, who is present via Zoom, Your Honor. Today is the day and time set for a pretrial in this matter. Your Honor, I'm not sure how the court is handling the pretrials during the pandemic. Should I request another pretrial date or ask the court for a trial date, an in-person trial date?
You know something, I see that he's charged with a particularly serious offense. I do see that I'm going to say this. I do see that Mr. Green seems to have a propensity to have alcohol, at least in his vehicle, on a couple of occasions. So I'm going to give you a pretrial date. And the pretrial date that I have is October 5th. Is that enough time, Counselor?
Absolutely, Your Honor. I'm checking my at October the 5th is an excellent date.
But I'm gonna say this, I want your client to start testing. And I'm gonna order, where are you, Mr. Green? Where is he? Where is he?
Judge, I just talked to him literally 3 minutes ago and he says that he's on Zoom.
I don't see him on here. Who's got the 397-5963 number? All right, who's got the LG Aristio 2?
This one's or this one yours? Mine's. Yeah.
Who's got the LG Aristio 2? Well, your client is gonna have to get on Zoom, Your Honor. I mean, Mrs. Gray, because he's gonna have to do some testing.
I understand that, Your Honor. If you could pass this matter and I can reach out to him again, make sure that he's got audio and video.
All right, I'll pass the matter. Listen, everybody's gonna have to mute their phone. Listen, everybody's gonna have to mute their phone until I call their names. All right?
He's present, Your Honor, under K51 it appears.
Is that on him that was just on the screen there?
Yes, he has a yellow shirt, Your Honor.
Yes. Mr. Green.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
All right, your counsel's on the line. We called your case. I don't know if you heard anything that has been said yet, but yeah, I'm giving your counsel until October 5th to do what she needs to do. But I need you to start testing, sir.
I have been testing.
Yes, Judge, if I could just give you a little information. I received a phone call on July the 13th from Mr. Green, and he had indicated that at the time that he was arraigned, he was ordered to test 1 time a week and that he had been in compliance with that, Judge. I'm just a little confused because my client had indicated that he had no prior alcohol-related contacts with police. That was my understanding.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Green?
You had told me that you were going to test me due to something you had seen in the past, I believe. And you told me to test once a week, but I think I've been testing twice a week.
Well, you can answer my question. Did you, you know, and I'm not going to get into the conversations that you have with your lawyer. That's between you and your lawyer. But what I do see here is I see this is the same Mr. Green, 1969. Alcohol motor vehicle, open alcohol motor vehicle driver. I see another open alcohol motor vehicle passenger. And now we're at a OWI. That's just a cursory look at it. Now, how do we confirm that he's been tested?
I'll see if I can reach out to the probation.
All right, we're going to reach out to the probation department. We're going to pass this matter. We're going to get a little more information on what's going on, and we'll call this matter back as soon as we get that information, Counselor. So if you and your client can mute yourselves, I would appreciate it.
Thank you. Your Honor, is it possible to put me in a breakout room with Mr. Green? Is that a possibility?
It certainly is.
Thank you.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Baughman.
Morning, Your Honor. I have a copy of the docket and I'm ready to go when you are.
All right. Okay, so we have another counselor online. Counselor?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is me, Moise. Yeah, my client's in the on Zoom. Yes,
Oh, who's your client?
Adrian Gonzalez.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Adrian Hector Gonzalez, case number SP 1229066, counts 1, 2, and 3, and U59443121. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Moises Bermudez, P33906, on behalf of Adrian Gonzalez. We're on Zoom. We consent to the hearing being on Zoom.
Your client here, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. He's there. He's on the screen.
All right,
Adrian, can you state your name, please?
Adrian Gonzalez.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, well, I see, okay, so I see what's going on here. Mr. Gonzalez, you have picked up a couple other civil infractions since the time you were last here. Are you aware of that, counselor?
No, Your Honor, but if you recall, this case should have gotten combined with the felony case that's in Recorder's Court, Judge Thomas Hathaway. And so I thought we were going to dismiss this part. We've submitted a letter to the gun board. They're a little behind at the moment. Judge Hathaway put a plea date for us in the event that it turns out in our favor for August 30th. I think this case would probably be dismissed if we get favorable action there.
All right, well, we got a city attorney here now, and
And you're saying, Your Honor, that he picked up some civil infractions?
yeah, he picked up 3 civil infractions, and you know, I'm lucky to have a city attorney here right now, and I can kind of update you. Can you put your appearance on the record?
Yeah. Good morning, Judge Meyer Fagan, P84446, on behalf of the city.
Okay, Ms. Fagan, good morning to you. I have Mr. Adrian Hector Gonzalez that has a firearms charge or facsimile thereof, and we set a pretrial and we set this date to so he can handle a more serious matter that is related to this, the same transaction occurrence is what my understanding, counselor.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
And well, I guess right now is a motion on the floor to dismiss the matter. Apparently, the same related matter in circuit court is a gun board letter has been written, and the status of that is that they haven't made any kind of ruling on that. Is that correct, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding they're running about 6 weeks behind.
All right. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to respond. And Mr. Adrian Hector Gonzalez has 3 civil infractions that he has picked up, and I'm assuming you want to get a resolution of that as well, Counselor? Or
Yes,
is
sir.
that-
Yes, Your Honor. I think the appropriate thing would be to dismiss this case because it's already pending in recorder's court on the similar facts, and we can take care of the civil infractions right now.
Okay, I'm gonna let her respond and then, I'll make a ruling.
Okay, could I see the ticket first before I make the,
Certainly.
yes, Judge.
Well, let me help you out. Let me do this. Why don't we just do this? Why don't we just give you another pretrial date
Yeah, that'll work.
on these matters? Is there, I'm not opposed to, if you get a resolution up there, I don't know if the city's gonna try to hold you up on a misdemeanor if you get rid of the felony, if you're successful that way, or one way or the other. I don't know what the city intends on doing with that. But why don't we just put it over for another pretrial, Counselor?
That sounds good, Your Honor.
Now, do you want the civil infractions to ride along with this? And we get all that one time?
What are those civil infractions and what's the offer from the city?
Improper equipment, no proof of insurance, and defective lights or something like that.
There's not an offer, Judge. I can make one.
There's no offer.
Okay, I can make an offer to come in.
All right, you may approach. Is us. You want to turn off our lights?
Yeah, that's fine. Good morning, I'm sorry. Good morning.
I don't think this is the most difficult. So
And I have all the printouts right here.
So we're just obviously considering this.
are those bonds?
Yeah.
So this is good, this is good. So.
Yeah, I don't see the three tickets that you have. So you
So-
got a list of-
Okay, I'll get. Okay, so. Okay, great, thank you. No problem.
Now, I have to admit, additional time or time. Jake Thomas, he's going to appear.
How about Mr. Counselor Gray?
Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Your Honor. Gregory Boulahanis on behalf of Juan Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you next.
Yes, Judge, I'm ready.
You gotta get your client out that breakout room.
He's having technical issues, Judge. I'll reach out to him. I'll call him. Thank you, Your Honor.
I can put him out the room, but it's gonna close. I can put him out the room.
Okay, thank you. He's unfamiliar with how to do.
Madam Perkins,
Yes,
is there an offer?
yes, I'm sorry, Judge.
You can just let me know what it is.
Oh, yes, Judge, so, two of the counts are state matters. One of the counts, the equipment violation, is a city matter, and I did dismiss it per plea to the state.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna,
Let's just offer him a blocking traffic.
well, I dismissed it.
Well, for the state matters, you said per plea.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be able to make a,
I'm gonna make it.
okay,
What is it? Is a blocking traffic gonna go? Listen, if we put all this stuff off, I mean, here's the deal. If the blocking traffic will end this whole civil infraction stuff now.
We'll take it, Your Honor.
$175.
okay, Judge. And the city will dismiss the defective equipment?
Yes.
Okay,
And the other two matters will be dismissed.
Your Honor, can you give me a case number on that?
All right, here are the three case numbers for the civil infractions. SP 122-9066 counts 1, 2, and 3.
And then which one do we pay on for the 175?
I mean, it's gonna be, pay on SP, the one ending in 3, count 3.
Oh, the defective lights. So that one's gonna get amended to blockading.
Blocking traffic unless you want the defective lights.
No. The blocking traffic is not abstractable and doesn't go on his record. We'll take it.
Yeah, all right. That's $175. Will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and will you stipulate the probable cause?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's go dismiss these other 2 matters. When can your client pay these matters?
Your Honor, I think it shows on the registry of action in a day or so. Can we have a week?
Yeah, he hires a high-priced lawyer like you, and he needs a week to pay $175. Yeah, we can go.
It's not. It's only for administrative purposes, Your Honor. Many times it doesn't hit the system.
That's a good lawyer. I know. There it is. Let's go with August the 6th, 2021. Pay by.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Yes. All right, Counselor. We will give you a date. Let's get that date for Mr. Gonzalez, pre-trial date. What do we say? It's October 5th, okay?
What date, Your Honor?
You're gonna have that resolved by October 5th, the circuit court matter?
Oh, yes. Yes, Your Honor. And I have a couple of reviews in front of you, so I'll bring it back up if we have it resolved.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna put a pre-trial date of October 5th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. And if you do get that in there before then, just let us know and we can get that cleared up as well.
Very good, Your Honor. I think that this is the right way to go. Thank you.
All right, Counselor, appreciate your representation and good luck to you and your client. If there's nothing further, you guys are free to leave.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Juan Antonio Gonzalez. Case number SP 1140805 and SP 1141041. Let me ask you this, Counselor, well, let's not even go into all that right now. The offer is to plead to the amended count of blocking traffic, $175, dismiss the other count.
He'll take advantage of that, Your Honor.
All right, so.
We stipulate to probable cause and the facts alleged on the face of the ticket, Your Honor.
Very well. We're gonna fine your client $175. We're gonna accept that under the amended count, the responsible plea under the amended count of blocking traffic. And then when can your client pay, sir?
When could you pay $175?
Today.
Okay, can you go down there today?
Yeah, go down there. My wife picks me up.
Yeah, he can come down there today and pay it, Your Honor. But can you put on the file till Monday?
I'll put August 9th, 2021.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, very well. Great day, sir.
Thank you. You and your staff have a great day as well, and be safe, Your Honor.
You as well.
Thank you.
All right. Let's move on to do we have probation on the line? Good one, no. We're gonna wait on probation as soon as probation gets on.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. That is for Mr. Green.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good morning to you. Recalling the case of Rodney Green, I have counsel present and now probation is on the line. I believe the last time Mr. Green was here, that we had him testing in some capacity. Can you give us some information on that, officer?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Thomas on behalf of the Probation Department. Defendant was referred to our department for twice weekly drug testing. On July 13th, he has been testing twice a week at JAMS and has been negative for alcohol.
Okay, very well, okay. Well, so, anything you would like to say, Counselor, on that?
No, Your Honor.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Yes, you may.
Judge, initially, my client had indicated to me that when he was initially arraigned, he was ordered to test once a week. Considering that Agent Thomas has indicated that he's been testing twice a week and all tests are negative, Your Honor, we're going to ask the court if the court will respectfully enter an order allowing Mr. Green to test once a week. Your Honor, he's 52 years old. Substantially employed. He's the security officer in the Penobscot building where my office happens to be, Judge. In addition to that, he's got multiple employers, Judge. He rehabs investment properties for Sheffield Investments. Your Honor, he does acknowledge the prior instances of alcohol-related contacts. He's indicating that the OWI may have been, and Your Honor would have that particular date, that it would have been approximately in the area of 10 years ago, maybe. And the open toxin, a motor vehicle, would have been in excess of 5 years. Judge, I'd ask, based on the negative drug screen, if you would reduce the testing to once a week, given the he's full-time employment with both employers.
Okay. Well, let me say this about the OWI charge. I have here that the charge just goes back to 8/5/2020. So if he's representing that this OWI comes from 10 years ago, then I'm sure that you're going to do what you need to do to make sure that that kind of gets addressed. But I'm seeing that the offense date was 8/5/2020. Be that as it may, I do acknowledge the fact that the other issues with alcohol were more than 11 years ago, or one is 11, one is 10 years ago. I appreciate the fact that Mr. Green has been testing, and it says here, defendant refer around testing twice a week, and I appreciate the fact, the representation that Officer Justin Thomas has made that Mr. Green has been negative each time. So I definitely take that under consideration. So what I will do is I'll grant your motion to allow him to test once a week. If the October 5th pretrial date is satisfactory to you still, then we'll leave it at that. If you get something sooner than that, Counselor, we'll try to get you something sooner. Other than that, if there's no further questions, then I'll let you do what you do, and we'll see you back here on October 5th, 2020 at 8:30 a.m.
Judge, thank you. I do have one question, and I'll move it along very quickly. Is there an offer on the file at all?
And I wish that question was posed.
I'm sorry.
You know something, it really doesn't matter, because that's not my normal courtroom prosecutor. And let me see here. She was just filling in, so kind of put her on the spot a little bit. So the offer that was in here This, and let me go back to Mr. Green. And you say this case, Mr. Green, alleges that this case dates back 10 years. Is that what you understand, Counsel?
Yes, yes, Your Honor, absolutely.
Okay. 080732331. Okay. And I could have been wrong. I'm assuming that that's 20. Well, no, I'm right. That's 8/5/2020, correct?
Yeah.
Because if it would have been 10 years ago, it would have been 8/5/10, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's some issue. Well, no.
Let me see.
This offer was made, this offer was made February 18th, 2021. So I got an offense date that they allege that happened on 8/5/2020. It was entered into computer 9/3/2020. The offer was made on 2/18/2021, and that offer is to plead to the amended count of operating while visibly impaired. So that probably will stand as is, and I don't know if you have the rest of the file here, but there's a pretty voluminous file here, and of course, if you put an order in, or if you don't have that already, then you need to get to the city attorney and get them to get you that discovery process.
Thank you, Your Honor, and you have a great weekend.
Okay, October 5th, you as well, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. Bye-bye. To you and your staff, have a great weekend.
All right, you as well. Have a good day, Mr. Green. Okay, Mr. Ivan Land.
Yes, Your Honor. How you doing?
Morning, sir.
I see you.
My pleasure. Who's your client?
Hold on one second, Judge. I got it. Are you ready for me, Judge?
I want to know who your client is.
His name is Daquan Lowe, Your Honor, and I wanted to waive his appearance because we need a new date.
Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Daquan Marcel Lowe, case number U580666520. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ivan Land, P65879, appearing on behalf of Daquan Lowe, Your Honor, who's not present, Your Honor. We're requesting a new date because he has a matter over in the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. They made a mistake. They wrote this under disorderly conduct with the city and resisting arrest with the state. So we're working out the offer with the state. I talked to the city attorney on several occasions in the last 3 or 4 months, Your Honor. So he knows that the offer will be made with the state and they will dismiss the city ticket.
I don't mean to cut you short, Mr. Land, but I don't need all that information. Okay. I need to know. And then let me call case number. This is the state of Michigan versus Daquan Marcel Lowe. Case number SX379739441. That is in warrant status. That is no ops ticket, counselor.
Okay. Ivan Land, P65879, again, on behalf of Daquan Lowe.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll recall that warrant, and we'll enter a not guilty plea on Mr. Lowe's behalf. Where is Mr. Lowe's file?
I just have this little, that's all.
This little one. All right. So I'm going to print out the ROA for that one case so they can ride along. We can make it a one-stop shop for your client, Mr. Land.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and I don't know if you got paid for the other misdemeanor, but that's on you and your client.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. What date would you need, sir? I got another pretrial date of October 5th.
Sounds great, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm gonna waive your client's presence. He is represented by a lawyer. Does he have you filed an appearance, counselor?
I have, Your Honor. I'll file it on the new misdemeanor, though.
All right. So, October 5th, 2020 at 8:30 a.m. You gotta watch that October 5th.
Yeah.
All right. If there's nothing further, counselor, it's very good seeing you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You and your staff stay safe. Have a good weekend. Take care. Bye.
Well, all right, let's go to Goodwin.
How you doing, Perkins? How you doing, sir?
Good, very good. Let me get Mr. Goodwin up. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Perry Frank Goodwin. Who's talking? Who's on that telephone?
Wow, don't know.
That's you. Did you call in?
No, I called on the Terry Goodwin on the Zoom, sir.
Somebody's got that telephone. I'm gonna mute that phone. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Terry Grant Goodwin. Case numbers SP 11355-701, SP 1156095, counts 1, 2, and 3. And then this is in warrant status, Mr. Baughman. This is U673-83010. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Baughman, P55052. On behalf of the defendant, would you state your name, please?
Terry Goodwin.
Let me see that. Let me see that. That other. I don't think that is that other ticket. It's Mr. Goodwin. Mr. Goodwin, did you ever live on St. Mary Street?
I should only have ticket for I just called Monday. She said it was a silver traffic ticket.
Yeah. Did you ever live on St. Mary Street, sir?
Yes.
Well, here's the problem. And then, Mr. Baughman, I'll let you address this and speak to Mr. Goodwin in a breakout room. And what we're trying to do, like you heard me say, I want to make this a one-stop shop for everybody. And I see that Mr. Goodwin, under your name, albeit a different birth date, same first, middle, and last name, there is a U ticket entering without permission. It has a different birth date, but it's on St. Mary Street. It's not under the address that Mr. Goodwin has for the other matters. But I think that's something that needs to be addressed because it could potentially cause Mr. Goodwin some problems down the line. Mr. Baughman, I can let you speak to Mr. Goodwin in the breakout room. For the 3 matters and the traffic matters that are up for today, there is an offer in this file, and I don't have a city attorney, so you know, I can call one down, but it kind of puts Mr. Baughman at a little bit of disadvantage if he finds an area that he can sort of advocate on your behalf and on everyone's behalf and see if he can get something better. We can call one down, but I don't have one right here available. But be that as it may, Mr. Baughman, the offer for Mr. Goodwin is plea to, for the 3 traffic matters, plea to the amended count of failure to display. That's a misdemeanor. That is a abstractable offense, but it doesn't carry any points, and I'll fine him $240 with the stipulation of probable cause. I'll dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor and unregistered untitled. with the entering without permission, if there's a determination that that possibly could be an allegation, Mr. Goodwin, then they usually offer, I don't think they offer delayed in entering without permission, but we can get a city attorney in here and give them one consolidated offer. So, Mr. Goodwin, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Baughman, and I'm gonna just allow you guys to talk about this, and Mr. Baughman will let us know what how we'll proceed after you get finished speaking with him. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm ready.
All right. Let's pass this matter. Let's go to Mr. Malik Lane.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that you got attorney there, Mr. Lane?
No, sir.
Hello?
Is that are you Mr. Lane or?
No, I'm not Mr. Lane, nor am I his attorney. My name is Aisha Greer, and I was just trying to double check and make sure I'm in the right courtroom, because when I called up here, I was directed to this one, but I'm just trying to make sure I'm in the right room.
I don't see Mr. Greer on the docket.
My last name, it should be like Greer. First name Aijah.
All right, I don't see you on the docket, so I don't believe you have a court date today. But
Judge, she's on there.
okay, I do see it. Okay, very well. All right, please mute yourself, Ms. Greer, and we'll get to you as soon as we can.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so let's go back to Mr. Lane. Mr. Lane, I believe you agreed to take the Michigan defensive driving course.
Absolutely. And I took that and finished it. I got the little certificate.
Did you email that certificate to me, sir?
You said, can I?
Yeah, well, I probably didn't yet, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't email it anything yet, but I did finish the certificate and everything like that. So
I'll put my email address in the chat. Listen, here's the situation. Right person. Put my email address in the chat to everyone. All right, that's my email address, Mr. Lane. Unfortunately, and this is the problem with not having that offer in the file beforehand. The situation is this, and I would want to give you the opportunity, because I know you came today bringing a wealth of information to the court, didn't you?
can you repeat that?
You came today bringing a wealth of information to the court, didn't you?
Yes, I just came because you told me to reappear in court.
No, I'm talking about, we talked before, we talked about taking this course, right?
Yes, sir.
And we talked about when you come back in after taking this course, we're gonna have some discussion on the course, correct?
Yeah.
So you came to discuss, bring a whole lot of knowledge to everybody in the courtroom today, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but let me tell you what the situation is here. My courtroom prosecutor is not here and won't be back until next Tuesday.
Yes.
So, and he never put a offer in this file. So what I'm gonna ask of you is to come back next week. Unless you want to get an offer from a different city attorney, I can come in and bring that other city attorney in, and then we could have that discussion now. I would rather you come back next week, but I'm gonna leave it up to you. I know.
Next week is fine. What day would you prefer next week?
Let's put it on till August 4th on Wednesday. Let's do August 4th because I want him here. And even if it was an offer in the file, this is a reckless driving and it carries 6 points, a mandatory 180 days, no, 90-day suspension. And I know that we said last time that the more information you bring, the better the offer can be. So I want to make sure you get the opportunity to wow everybody in the court from what you've learned and wow the city attorney so that the offer can get the best it can for you. So if you need to go brush up and take some more notes on that class, you might want to do that. But that's what we're going to be expecting on August the 4th for you to bring some wealth of information to everybody, all right? Take your hat off, sir.
All right.
All right. So August 4th at 8:30 a.m. All right?
Yes, sir.
We'll have you back then. I appreciate you doing what your end of the bargain, sir. Send me that certificate so we can get going right away. Send that to me now, I'll have it.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I sent it. I don't know if you got it already, but I will resend it if I have to.
Let me see here. That is Mr. Love. I think this might be Mr. Love. Sure. I don't know. That's not that. And when did you send it?
Just a few seconds ago, when you sent it, when you sent your email in the chat.
Got it. I'm gonna print this out so we have it in the file.
Okay, just for just for the purposes, I will resend it if anything.
No, you don't have to resend it. You're good. What I want you to do, and I can't stress it anymore, sir, is that bring it when you come on Wednesday. I want you to get an A+ on this, and I want you to get that reckless driving. I want you to get a good deal. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Very well. I'll see you on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m.
Absolutely. Have a blessed evening.
You as well. Thank you. All right. Let's move on. Mrs. Greathouse. Are you with us today? Ms. Fagan?
Yes,
You with
Judge.
us today?
It seems as though I am.
Yeah. Mrs. Greathouse, is that you?
I don't know how to talk. Can you hear me?
Yeah, is that you, Ms. Greathouse? Let's grace us with your presence, ma'am. There you go. All right, Ms. Greathouse, this is let's call this case, and then we'll get back to Mr. Baughman and his client. All of these are his clients, but still like this. Do you have a driver's license now, ma'am?
No.
Charged with. driving unlicensed. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Dora Greathouse, case number SP 114576671.
For the record, Harry Bachman for the defendant, Your Honor. We're going to waive any more formal reading of the information or complaint and stand mute. Thank you.
Okay. We will waive that enter not guilty plea in your client's behalf. I see the defective traffic device SP 1141041, but I don't see that. Oh, you know why? Because I'm looking at somebody got filed and stuff. I'm looking at Great House here, but Gonzalez here. That goes under Juan Gonzalez. I think you gave him a date. So all we have here is a driving while unlicensed charge. That's it. And where are you in the process of getting, have you ever had a license, Mrs. Greathouse?
No.
Are you trying to get a license, Mrs. Greathouse?
I don't know what process to go through to get my license. Like, I don't know.
So you're not trying to get one then?
No, I've been looking into it, but I don't know what the first step is.
Are you in the driver's seat now, Ms. Greathouse?
No. I'm in the passenger seat.
All right. Well, pull Mrs. Greathouse driving record, please. If she has no serious offenses, can she get an allowance?
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Greathouse has got one count of driving while unlicensed.
I can amend it to fail to display list.
It's amended to failure to display, but failure to display gives that 30-day suspension.
Okay.
You know, I would think if she's anywhere.
Can we do improper plate?
Improper plate?
I can do improper plate.
That's an abstract that'll keep her safe.
Very, very well.
Did you want me to write this up?
What? Right, which one? Right, what?
Do y'all prefer improper?
I don't necessarily.
Okay.
This today is plea to an improper plate. That's $240 fine. I will. That is a misdemeanor. However, it doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State, and I'll give you time to pay. You can speak with the lawyer about it, but that's or everybody on here has a right to a trial. So if you want to take this to trial, then I'll grant that right as well. I don't know, you know, what you stand to. You know, I don't know if it's any worse.
No, I don't want to break out with the defendant in room 2. It'll take me 5 minutes to completely advise.
Yes. All right. Now, Mr. Baughman asked for Mr. Goodwin. Where were we on that?
We kind of have the same issue with Mr. Goodwin. He is here and ready to make a factual basis and move to the next step in terms of getting a license. However, he's never had one, so we would ask if the court would accept the plea to count 2, the no insurance misdemeanor, and reduce that to improper plate, or just accept the plea to count 2, the lack of registration or title. Those are both non-abstractable, no-point offenses. And would
okay. And what about the EWOP ticket?
The other ticket is not him, Your Honor. I looked and I researched on the Register of Actions. It is Terry Grant Goodwin, the defendant's father. He was born in 1971, I believe, and the defendant in this case, Mr. Goodwin, was born in 1991.
Got it.
1996.
Forgive me.
Got it. Okay. What about What about getting your father up in here, sir, to get rid of that? So it takes
Listen,
that-
listen, I'm not going, Perkins.
Now
I'm
you
not
got,
going.
hey, Mr. Goodwin, it's Judge Perkins.
That's right.
Okay, all right, Judge, Mr. Judge Perkins, I apologize. I apologize. I
That's
don't
all
live with, I don't listen with, I
Very
don't
well.
live with, I don't live with
Very
him.
well. I'm not gonna hold you accountable of your father's. But I don't know if your father did it at all anyway. I'm not gonna hold your father accountable, taking care of his business though. Now, city attorney,
Yes,
did you hear the proposition that Mr. Hoffman made on Mr. Goodwin's behalf? That was what I think I heard was that Mr. Goodwin also is in the situation as Mrs. Greathouse, and that he's, he with the failure to display, he understands that that's going to be an additional 30-day suspension. He's got 3 counts: no insurance misdemeanor, unregistered, untitled, drove while license not valid or improper, and the offer is failure to display. That the court will accept an offer of improper plates for the no insurance misdemeanor charge.
Yes, Judge, I can amend it to improper plates.
All right, very well. Mr. Goodwin, basically your attorney has made a motion, and I'm going to grant that motion. The new offer, improper plates, and that's for the no insurance misdemeanor. Well, let's do that for the unregistered or untitled vehicle, and because that's a city charge. And then what stipulates the probable cause, the other 2 will be dismissed. I'll fine you $240. That's still a misdemeanor, but that does not abstract to the Secretary of State, and you won't have to worry about that further suspension. So, would you like to take that deal, sir?
The 240 deal for the license, that's what you said, Judge?
$100, and we'll amend the ticket if you make a factual basis to the unregistered, untitled. We'll amend that ticket to an improper plate, and then we will fine you $240 and give you time to pay.
All right, sir, that'd be good, but how long would I have to pay? How long is it to me to pay that 240, sir?
All right, let's go. Can you raise your right hand, Mr. Goodwin? The other right hand.
Oh, my fault. I got my phone. Hold it.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Mr. Goodwin, do you understand you have a right to a child in this matter?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right, sir?
Yes, sir.
And are you taking this on your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Goodwin, let me draw your attention to January 17th, 2021 at around 3:01 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Chalfont and Freeland. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer, sir?
And you said it was what day, sir?
On January 17th, 2021.
I think sir, I believe it was that day, sir.
Well,
was it on or about that date, sir, Mr. Goodwin?
I think it was about that day. It was about that day. I can't remember.
I don't know if the date is that germane to the whole thing. If it's around and about, if it was around or about that date, then that's fine.
I'm sorry.
If you get a case to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer around that date or about that date.
And you said January?
January 17th, 2021 at around 3:01 p.m.
Sir, to be honest, the last time I got pulled over was on Freeland, on Florence, and I think that was in the summertime.
Your Honor, I can break out with the defendant. We can straighten this out real quick.
All right, if not, I'm gonna set a trial date if we can't establish a factual basis, sir.
Understood.
I'm gonna put you in another breakout room. And you
put us
just
in the
join
break
in.
house.
I'm gonna put them in the same room.
Yes.
And then you can speak to Mrs. Greathouse as well.
Thank you kindly, Your Honor.
All right. Those two will pass. Let's go with Rodney Green is gone. Let's go with Camille Latham. You can join that room, Counselor. Your room is up too.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, ma'am. Good morning.
Okay. Good morning, Judge.
Thank you for your patience, ma'am.
No problem.
All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Camille Renee Latham, case number 195058621. Mrs. Latham, you have just what I see one count of driving.
I am.
Oh, here it is. All I see is one count of driving while license suspended.
Mine say no operator's license on person.
Okay, so no operator's license on person. There you go. Did you have a license that day, ma'am?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. Let me tell you what happened.
Let me stop you.
Oh, okay.
Don't pull her license, please. Hey, Miss Latham, and everybody on here, hey, what I say is less is more. You know, these we want to, if I ask you a question, you don't have to answer that question if it's going to incriminate you, you know. So anything you say can be used against you. So I always tell everybody, don't talk, you just might walk.
Okay.
But you said you had a license at that time.
Yes.
So let's give Mrs. Latham. And if that's the case, Ms. Latham's going to walk. If that's not the case, then Ms. Latham is going to have an offer of, maybe we should give her, I don't know. They already wrote failure to display. I don't want to give her failure to display. Doesn't sound good.
Nigga, hey, I'm happy I made him my I'm happy I made him my
All right, you're back in the room, Mr. Goodwin. All right, Ms. Latham, you don't have a license.
I hope I made him my
No, I don't have one right now.
All right, let me see if you have one at the time.
Nice, I got a nice judge.
Mr. Goodwin.
Yes, sir.
We're in court. I can hear all your conversation and I don't need to, sir.
All right, sorry.
Yes, girl, cut you. I can hear her. I can hear her.
Mr. Balkman, I have Mrs. Latham here with one count of drop no operator's license on person. I did say to her that her license was valid at the time it was dismissed. What I do see is not valid now. But this ticket was, the offense date was, are you there, Mr. Kaufman?
I am, Your Honor. The 2019.
In 2019, the ticket date was this October 13th, 2019, and when we go back.
Right before the pandemic.
Oh, well, Miss Latham didn't have a license.
Yes.
She didn't have a license at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No, I had a license.
You might have had a copy of the license, but it wasn't valid. Because you have a suspension here out of Novi 52-1 District Court that you didn't comply with on 9/16 that suspended your license. The violation date was 7/11/2021, and you didn't go to court or you didn't comply, and that suspended your license from 9/16/2019 to 9/16/2020. Let's see, then it's that was that violation.
Kill my soul, because I paid that. I paid that ticket.
You paid it, ma'am, but the problem with paying those tickets, I don't know if you paid it late or you didn't show up to court or whatever happened with that.
No, I never had a court date for it.
So, Mr. Lawson, today. Pardon me?
I assume the offer is failure to display?
Yes.
Okay, can we go to breakout room 2 for a minute, please?
She only has the one charge. I can give her a trial day.
I understand.
So, all right, let's go to Mrs. Latham. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with the attorney. All right, now, where are we? We're okay with are we okay with Mrs. Greathouse and Mr. Good?
Yes, Your Honor. Both those cases are ready to proceed.
Okay, so Mr. Goodman, let's get back on the record with you. Mrs. Latham, join that room and speak with that lawyer, please. All right, Mr. Goodman. All right, have you refreshed your recollection, sir?
Hey, Honor. Yes, I did, Honor.
Okay, on or about January 17, 2021 at 3:01 p.m., City of Detroit in the area of Chalpon and Freeland. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer, sir?
Yes, sir.
And on that day, were you driving a 2007 Mercury?
Yes, sir.
And on that date, was there something going on with the title or registration of that Mercury? Was it unregistered at that time?
Yes, sir.
That's right.
I'm going to accept the plea to the amended count of improper plate. And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'm going to dismiss the other matters. Mr. Goodman, that's a $240 fine. I'm going to waive any warrant fee. Well, I don't see any warrant fees. And you don't have any reinstatement fees. When can you pay that, Mr. Goodman?
Can I get like a week or two?
I'm going to give you 30 days, sir.
Thank you, sir.
2021. If you don't have it paid by August 30th of 2021, then you need to zoom back in and see if we can find you some more time, because it will go back into warrant status, or, well, it wasn't in warrant status. It will go into warrant status, and there'll be extra penalties and fees, Mr. Goodman.
Yes, Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, sir, I appreciate your patience and I thank you for coming in, and we will see you in the future, hopefully not in traffic court again.
I hope nothing, no more. I'm not trying to have none of this, sir. I'm trying to get my life back on the ride.
I can see at the grocery store, right? You know, or the, you know.
And I'm gonna get you some. I'm gonna get you something like a plum, or orange, or apple.
Okay. All right, Mr. Goodwin.
You have a blessed one.
Good day, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's call. All right, what about Great House?
I'm back. How you doing, Your Honor?
Great House. Are we here?
You can use mine if you got to, Chris.
What was, did you want to set a trial date in this matter, ma'am, or do you want to take it? Well, let me wait till the lawyer comes back. And then just Latham we're waiting on as well. All right, let's move on. Just give me a minute, ma'am.
Okay. Victoria Lunja. Good morning, Your Honor.
Did I get that pronunciation right?
Lumai.
Lumai.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Let's go. Got to get that Lumai right because that's kind of a pretty common name.
Is it?
I've seen it before, unless you've been here before.
I've been there before, but I don't think I've been in front of you.
So you keep getting traffic matters out of the Lumai. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Victoria Lumai. SP 101-55251, SP 11399-171, SP 975-245, counts 1 and counts 2. Ms. Lumai, the offer in this matter is to plead to the amended count of improper plate, and the other matters will be dismissed. That's
Okay.
a $240 fine, and there's no abstraction to the Secretary of State, and I'll give you time to pay.
Okay. I posted $500 for it was $100 for each ticket for bond. Does that go towards it at all?
Yeah, all day long. I got 200 for one, 100 for another, and 200 for another. You'll be getting money back, ma'am. If once the reinstatement fees come out of that, you should be getting some money back.
Okay, and another thing, would I have to come in the court because they have my old address instead of my new one?
Yeah, you need to come. Well, first of all, you need to go to Secretary of State and change that. But yes, you need to come in court and take care of that address because this will go back to your address. So,
okay.
What you do is you want to take this deal and we'll discuss how you do the rest. You want to take this deal, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Okay, ma'am. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, ma'am. Let me ask you, you know you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what we stated in the record?
No.
Okay, Ms. Lumai, let me draw your attention to back in March the 2nd of 2019 at around 12:50 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Monroe and Beaubien Street, ma'am. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, I did.
And on that date, ma'am, were you driving a 2014 Chrysler?
Yes, I was.
And that 2014 Chrysler, was there no insurance on that vehicle, ma'am?
That's correct.
Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna accept your plea to the amended count of improper plates. I'm gonna fine you $240. And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'm gonna dismiss the other matters.
On behalf of the defendant, Harry Boffman, P55052, we would so stipulate, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, very well. Improper plates, dismiss the other matters. I'm gonna waive the warrant fees, and you're gonna be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees. Ma'am, how much time do you need to pay, ma'am? Oh, well, you got bond here.
Yeah.
So when are you gonna be able to come down to the court and get that done? So let's discuss that matter. The bond is sitting here. Seem like you got more than enough to cover the ticket costs and the reinstatement fees. But in order to get that bond applied, you can come down to the court and ask them to immediately apply that bond. And I suggest you come down to the court because you need to change your address as well. Does she need a different ID?
Okay, I could come down on Monday. Would that be okay? Or actually, I could actually come in today and do that.
Well, I mean, that's up to you, ma'am. I'll give you until, I'll put in the computer August the 6th. So that gives you time to do what you need to do. But what you need to do is you need to, if you can't take care of it by August 6th, then you need to zoom back in because that's when the time will expire and it'll run into a whole lot of penalties and fees. So if you come in on today or Monday, it'll be in the system and everything will be updated. You'll tell them that you want that bond immediately applied. You won't get any money back when you come down, but that money will be returned back to you in the mail. That's why you need to update your address.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Lumai, is there any further questions?
No, that's all, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's no further questions, then you have a very good day, ma'am.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Larkin. Oh, let's get, so Mr. Boffman, what's going on with Mrs. Greathouse here?
Ms. Greathouse is ready to enter a plea to the newer recommendation of improper plates.
She doesn't want to go to trial on this?
No, Your Honor, it's not. There's no issue of, there's no genuine issue of material fact. Thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe she wants to take a chance and see if the officer shows, but, all right. If there's no, if that's what you want to do, ma'am, then we'll do that. Ms. Greathouse, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Greathouse, we're back on the record with Mrs. Dora Greathouse. Can you raise your right hand, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Greathouse, you can put your hand down. You understand you have a right to a trial in this matter, ma'am?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what we stated in the record?
No.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to draw your attention back to December 15, 2020 at around 12:52 p.m. in the city of Detroit. Did you have occasion on that day, ma'am?
Yes.
Area of East State Fair and Crusade to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And on that date, ma'am, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, ma'am?
No,
Why is that?
because I don't have a license.
Very well. I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display. I'm strike that. I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of improper plate. And ma'am, how much time do you need to pay?
Can I have 2 weeks?
I'm going to give you till August 30th, ma'am.
Okay.
You heard, like I said to everyone else, that you need to, if you need some more time, you're going to need to zoom back in and stay on top of this, because that will do nothing but aggravate this matter more with more interest and penalties.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see if you have. Okay, I don't see any warrant fees or any reinstatement fees, so that will conclude the matter, ma'am. You have it on August 30th to pay it. If there's nothing further, you have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Thank you very much. All right, Mrs. Latham, what is Mrs. Latham doing?
She's ready to waive rights and plead pursuant to the recommendation, Your Honor. Thanks.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, ma'am. What was that recommendation?
The recommendation would be for plea to failure to display. There's one count, one ticket, one count of no alcohol.
And since we gave it to Mrs. Greathouse, we're gonna amend this to improper for Mrs. Latham. You only got one charge, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's only fair. And I think Mrs. Latham she's had a driver's license and is closer to getting one than Mrs. Greathouse anyway.
Sure. If I could add some information, and Ms. Latham has recently been to the Secretary of State and was rejected and sent directly here because of this one ticket, one count that we have. She is otherwise, her record is, she's ready to get her license back immediately.
Very well. And I do see that you were suspended. Let's do this. Let's dismiss it.
Thank you, Your Honor. We understood. I would so move for.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm going to dismiss this matter. I'm going to waive the warrant fees, and I'm going to have you pay the reinstatement fees. And my reasoning is this: it appears that Ms. Latham, you probably didn't know your license was suspended at the time, and that's no defense not knowing. Let me get that for the record to let everybody know, and let the record reflect that. But I'm inclined to believe you that you paid that ticket, and you got the points that went along with that speeding ticket as well that you got out in, and that's what happens when you just pay a ticket and don't go to court for it. So you got the points for that ticket. And based on that, that paying the ticket, if you paid it timely, then it wouldn't have suspended your license. I don't know whether that timely payment was made, and I'm gonna say that that payment wasn't timely. That's why the license was suspended. I don't know if you knew that either. But based on that, and based on the fact that, you know, it was just 1 month before this incident happened, you're going to get a little goodwill today, ma'am, and we're going to just pass that goodwill, ma'am, to someone else.
Thank you.
I will.
All right.
I'm a frontline worker.
Nice.
Oh, well, there it is. And that's another reason for me to dismiss it. There, we're going to waive the warrant fee. You're going to have to pay the reinstatement fee, ma'am, in order the $45 reinstatement fee, in order for you to approach the Secretary of State But other than that, the matter's gonna be dismissed.
A quick question.
Uh-huh.
What is they gonna do with my bond?
Oh, you're gonna get your bond returned to you. So here, if you could take this number down, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my clerk put a request in to apply that bond, but you're gonna have to call the bond office at 313-965-5228. And you're gonna ask them, give it about at least a half hour or hour or so before that in there. You can look online and you see that $95 fee, then my clerk hasn't gotten the chance to put it in there. But if you see a $45 fee by that case, your name and that case number, then she has. Then you call the bond office and tell them you want to apply that bond immediately. They'll apply that, or you'd probably be better off just going on to the to the 36th District Court website or any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit and just paying that $45. And then the bond, your bond will just be returned to you automatically. But that would, I don't know how that number, how that number works as good, how good that number is to rely on for quickness. I'm only imagining that you want to get this done quicker than later. So just come out that $45 fee and then pay. You'll get an immediate clearance and then you can deal with the bond later. That's what I was.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Are you registered to vote, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Very well. I was gonna make that part of the situation too, but I dismissed the case anyway, so I don't have any jurisdiction to do that. So, but very well. If there's nothing further, you are free to leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
And Mrs. Larkin?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Marie Larkin, case number 217-237-501. I'm going to take a look at it. The offer as it stands now is failure to report.
And this is the first paper I got. When I got my ticket, I went online and scheduled a hearing. Other than that, this the only thing I got was the motion to show cause. I never got anything after I went online to schedule after the 14 days.
That's not an issue, ma'am. You're here. You're gonna get this matter taken care of. There's no warrant or reinstatement fee in the file. On the system, so it's considered timely. I am just looking at the consequences of the plea and what you can expect if you decide to take this offer. The original ticket was failure to stop or identify after a property damage accident. And now the ticket is amended to failure to report. And Counselor, if you can help me move things along, you know what
Looking up now, Your Honor, how many points? We'll see. One moment.
Failure to show license at scene of a property damage accident. Failure to show license, failure to report, 1650. I think I got it.
Okay.
That is no points, that is a misdemeanor, but no abstraction to the Secretary of State.
Okay.
Okay, so $240 fine. You're just a misdemeanor, ma'am.
And what are you charging me with, sir?
They're
charging with failure to stop or identify after a property damage accident. So basically, they say you hit and ran, I guess, in the long and the short of it, and then the offer here is a failure to report. That is a misdemeanor that does not abstract to the Secretary of State and that has no points. $240 fine.
And how long do I have to pay that, Your Honor?
I can give you as much time as you need.
Okay, I need 30 days.
All right. Mrs. Larkin, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right. Ms. Larkin, I'm going to require you next time to come to court, cover yourself up a little bit more. I know you're at home and you got your little head, your morning headgear on, but you're going to have to come a little bit correct next time, all right?
Okay.
All right. Ms. Larkin, do you swear, I know you, Ms. Larkin, do you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes, I do.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes, I do.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, they haven't.
Okay, Mrs. Larkin, let me draw your attention to January 23rd, 2021 at around 2:30 a.m. in the city of Detroit. I can imagine why somebody would not stop and identify themselves as a property damage accident at that time in the morning. But let me get back to it. In the area of Trumbull and Merrick Street, Mrs. Larkin, did you have an occasion? Let's see. Were you operating a 2016 Chevy, ma'am?
Yes.
And on that, around that date and time, did you have an accident with that Chevy on that date, that night?
Yes, I did.
And you didn't stop or identify yourself after that accident. Is that correct, ma'am?
Actually, I did. I flagged the police down. I think that was the Wayne State Police.
So now we have a problem. Mr. Boffman, I can give your client a trial date.
Yeah, I don't know that she's made a factual basis that I'm satisfied with. May I ask a follow-up question?
Yes, you may.
Now, ma'am, in between the time when the accident occurred and when you made that phone call to the police, were you at the accident location? Did you remain at the accident location?
No.
Okay, so you drove where?
Up the ramp.
Okay, so you remained in the area?
Yes.
Okay, and you made the call within?
No, actually, the police were coming towards me and I flagged them down. They was going the opposite way.
I'm not satisfied with factual basis. Ask for a bench trial by way of Zoom, Your Honor.
Very well. Ms. Larkin, you understand what's going on here?
No, could you tell me what's going on now?
Okay, so basically you've been charged with failure to stop identify at a scene accident. You've admitted on the record that there was an accident. You've also, and it's the people's burden always to be guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and they have to prove every element of the crime. And what they're saying is that you had an accident. There's no argument about that. You agree with that. But the fact that you failed to stop and identify yourself at the scene is a problem that, there's where the problem lies. And they're saying you didn't, and you're saying now that you did. And if that's the case, then, if you're correct, the case should be dismissed if it's held to if those are the actual facts. If you're not correct, then they have to prove that you failed to stop and identify yourself. And I can't accept your plea when you tell me that, hey, I did an accident, but all I did was essentially what it sounds like to me is, and I can think Mr. Bob can correct me if I'm wrong, is that you're just getting out the way and putting yourself in a safe position. And as soon as you saw the police officer coming, you tried to flag the police officer down.
Correct.
That doesn't sound like you failed to stop and identify yourself at the scene. And that's why I can't accept your plea. And that's why Mr. Baughman has asked for a trial date in the matter. So the court can, now, what I will say, Mrs. Larkin, is that you're not going to do any worse than you do today. That offer will stand a failure to report an accident if by some chance there's some more evidence or the whatever, or you decide or you recollect it differently at the date. We'll let that offer stand. But as it stands now, I'm going to set a trial date for October 7th, 2021 at 9 a.m. And they're going to have to either prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt or the case will get dismissed.
Okay.
All right, October 7th, 2021 at 9 a.m., ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a great day. I'll see you then.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, next up is Mr. Ricardo Lovelace. Mr. Lovelace, are you there?
Yes.
All right. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Ricardo Montel Lovelace, case number ST 1098088, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SX 582812, counts 1 and 2. All right, so appearance for the record, please.
Harry Baughman for defendant. Mr. Lovelace, announce your name, thank you.
Yes.
Speak your name, please.
Colonel Lovelace.
Thank you.
So,
we'll waive any more reading of the information and complaint. Stand mute, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. We'll waive the full reading and we will enter not guilty plea on Mr. Lovelace's behalf. Are you still there, Mr. Lovelace?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, Mr. Lovelace, there's an offer here in the file, but it doesn't encompass everything. You got the city matters as plea to an improper plate, and dismiss the other city matters. As for the state matters, let's just encompass their blocking traffic, $175 fine. So blocking traffic plus the improper plate is $175 plus $240. The blocking traffic is a civil infraction. That's like an expensive parking ticket for disregarding a red signal. The driving while license suspended in that matter will be dismissed. And then on the other 3 city matters, we have a unregistered, untitled, no insurance misdemeanor, and a driving while license suspended. The offer will be to plead to an improper plate for the insurance ticket or unregistered vehicle ticket, and dismiss the other 2 matters. So you'll come out with about $375 today, and no points on your license, but 1 misdemeanor. You want to accept that offer, sir?
You said how much?
Today, we're talking about, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Today, we're talking about 415.
You said it's 415?
Yes.
I'm gonna need a little while to pay that. I'm on disability.
Well, you can set a trial date, sir. You can do better, you can do worse, or you can do the same.
Deal, but I'm saying it's gonna take me maybe 30 days or so. I'm on disability, so.
Okay, all right, we can give you time to pay. You're also gonna have $45 reinstatement fees for each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not gonna be a part of this, but just to let you know, you're gonna be owe another $225 before you can go and seek a license. But if you never paid that $225, it's just always gonna stay the same. It's gonna be a $45 fee. I think there was a memorandum today I read that some of those $45 fees are gonna be waived.
They need to.
So, yeah, they do. All I'm concerned about today is the 415, sir.
Okay.
All right, you wanna take that deal?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Lovelace, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Lovelace, you can put your hand down, sir. You understand you have the right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give that trial right up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
Okay, Mr. Lovelace, I'm gonna draw your attention to July the 18th of 2020 at around 7:07 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Vaughn and Grand River, sir. Did you have an occasion, were you driving a 2007 Chevy on that day?
Yes.
And on that date, were you pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
You know Latham? Okay, that got mixed up. And I don't know, and I think we wrote on there what this is like.
Right.
Was doing, so we have to figure that out again. Okay, I'm sorry, sir. You were driving that vehicle on that day. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
Okay, did that Detroit police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license? I mean, about some valid insurance?
Did he ask me that?
Yeah, did he ask you, did you have insurance on that vehicle on that day, sir?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna find you responsible. I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of improper plate. I'm gonna fine you $240 in that matter. Sir, let me draw your attention. Let me draw your attention to what is that? April 15th, way back to 2013.
That's why it's hard to get my license. That every time something pop up.
2013. Well, this is going to be a part of the offer. You didn't take care of it back then. 2013, sir. I don't know if you recollect being pulled over by a Detroit police officer at around 12:29 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of McNichols and Huntington.
I don't have that ticket. Yes, I don't have that.
You remember that, sir?
No, I said I don't have that ticket.
Where
My
you
ticket
living on
says
Field? Did you ever live on Fielding Street, sir?
on Fielding?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Look, what's going on? I don't want to get into your disability, sir, too much. I don't want you to give any your medical information over this. But how long have you been on disability, sir?
It started in February of this year.
When do you plan on? Is any plans on getting back to work anytime soon?
No, sir.
All right. I'm gonna show you some goodwill today as well, sir. I'm gonna dismiss these matters for the age of the ticket.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. That's $240 today, sir. And I'm gonna give you,
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'm gonna give you 30 days to pay it.
To pay how much?
240.
Okay.
Okay, remember though, I'm gonna give you till August 30th, 2021. And if you find yourself in the position where that's not paid by August 30th, 2021, then you're gonna need to zoom back in and ask the court for some more time. If you get it paid, you're still gonna have to pay the 5 reinstatement fees of $225, but that's just gonna be on you, sir. I'm only concerned about the $240.
Okay, so it's gonna be $225 altogether for the Secretary of State?
You're gonna pay it all at the, court here, the whole court. So if you want a grand total.
Correct. I'm just trying to get my license.
I got you. The grand total is gonna be $460, $65.
Okay.
All right, and that should be updated in the computer shortly. If there's nothing further, sir, you have a very good day.
Thank you very much.
All right. Are you registered to vote, sir?
Yes.
All right, very well.
Yes, I am.
Have a great day.
All right.
This is mine. Does she have 2 matters? Did we take care of both of them?
She had like 4.
I thought it was
She had more than that, I think.
Oh, did she?
She had like 5.
Oh, okay. Let's go with Mrs. Galloway, Aisha Galloway. Are you there, ma'am?
She was just gonna sign it.
Ms. Galloway, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Ms. Galloway.
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for your patience.
Good morning.
This is the city of Detroit versus Aisha Chanel Galloway, case number U5946661. Appearance for the record, please.
Harry Boffin for defendant, P55052. Madam, your name, please. Ms. Galloway.
Did we lose her? All right, did we lose Ms. Galloway? I think we lost her. Is an offer here in the file. We'll discuss that when she comes back.
Sure.
Counselor, I see that you here. I didn't see you were in here. Who do you have, Mr. Trummer?
Yes, good morning, Judge. I'm here on Mr. Dustin Obe's case. He's also in the Zoom room today.
Who's your client?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, my phone went dead.
All right, let's finish this up. Back on the record with Mrs. Galloway. Mrs. Galloway, there's an offer here in the file to plead to a 3-month delayed sentence. And what that means is that you plead guilty as charged. You don't get in any other trouble, at least as it relates to this gun. And the case will be dismissed. My apprehension is that are you licensed? Do you have a CPL? Do you carry, ma'am?
No, Your Honor. I don't believe my attorney is present on this Zoom meeting.
Did you hire a separate attorney, ma'am?
I had an attorney an attorney that I used for my business referred me to an attorney who represented me on the last court date. He texted me yesterday and told me that he would be here, and unfortunately, I don't think he's had the opportunity to join the meeting.
Who's your attorney, ma'am?
The attorney name is Attorney Ryan Hill.
Oh, he was here yesterday. Do you want to call him, or do you want to take advantage of?
Just because I want to get his input on it, and just to kind of see what I'm doing going forward, because I do run a lot of businesses, and I want to make sure that I'm not receiving anything on my record. I have a management company.
I have an attorney on the line, but you're more than welcome to contact Mr. Hill. We'll pass the matter, and we can even set it for another date if you want to get in touch with your counsel.
Can you just pass the matter for the moment while I get a chance to call him?
Certainly.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Mr. Trimmer, I'm sorry, what's your client's name?
Dustin Obe. He's also here in Zoom right now.
Justin John Obe. All right. This is not right. This is the City of Detroit versus Justin Don Obe, case number SX3821461. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Trummer, P75097, appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Obe, who is present by Zoom. We waive our physical appearance in court today.
All right, appearance waived. State your name for the record, Mr. Obe.
Justin John Obeid.
Obeid?
Obeid, that's correct, Judge.
Okay, I'm sorry about the mispronunciation of your name. Counselor, I do not have an offer in this file. This is a state matter. I would give you the opportunity to, we can call the state up and get you an offer. if they're willing to avail your client of one, or we can set it for a trial date.
Judge, I haven't had any success in contacting anyone about an offer, and I haven't had any success in obtaining a copy of the 911 call that allegedly reported this entire event. So if you can put me in touch with someone over there for an offer or to resolve this discovery issue, I greatly appreciate it. But at this point, I just need to request a trial date and maybe set a different pretrial date if there's an offer made that my client wants to accept.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call up the state, and you'll be, if we can get them on the line, we'll get them to Zoom in. They were pretty good about Zooming in. If they Zoom in, I can see, you can talk to the state attorney, or I can give you another pretrial date to give it some more time. We'll pass the matter and we'll get in touch with them, and we'll see from there.
Very good. Thank you, Judge.
I have Jonathan Simon. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Judge.
Lucky I recognized the name, and I figured I'm not supposed to have a Simon in my courtroom unless it is the distinguished attorney Jonathan Simon. Well, who's your client, sir?
I don't see him in the participants. Can I waive his appearance for the purpose of what I think should be an adjournment, because I still have not yet received an offer.
Who was your client?
That would be
out of the thousands of clients that you represent.
Yes, that would be Mr. Lyons.
Spell it for me.
There's about 10 cases, I think, up today for pre-trial.
Raylon Lyons?
Yes, sir.
What are we doing?
Oh, it's near their dry rod. Dry rod.
So.
This will still be on Zoom shortly.
All right, so Mr. Raylon Lyons. Let's see, let's make sure we have everything here. Ms. Wolf is not come on?
Yes.
When she gets on.
I'm on, Judge.
There we go. Good morning, Mrs.
Good
Wolf.
morning. I'm good. How are you?
Very well. I have Mr. Trimmer on the line. His client, he needs to speak with you in a breakout room. His client is charged with failure to stop at an ID at a property damage accident, hit and run, charged under 257.618. And I'm going to open up a breakout room so you can speak with him. He has some discovery issues, and there's no offer, obviously, in the file. That's why we're getting in touch with you. And we also have Mr. Jonathan Simon, who is in the room, and his client is Mr. Lyons, who has, I think, 2 city matters that are at least have an offer in front of them. And let me read his situation as far as it relates to the state. But I think it's a few state matters that he needs to have cleared up if there's no offer in the file. So, Mr. Lyons, the city matters are pleading to a amended count of failure to display, and the license ticket will be and the insurance ticket will be dismissed. So what we need to do, they got some other issues as far as city matters that aren't encompassed in this offer at all. So I have a driving while license suspended, revoked or denied. I have a no ops on person, a no registration expired over 3 days state. I have a drove while license suspended again. That's the same one. That's just a copy of the first one. So that I read. So that's the same. I have another state charge that's written along with the city of no insurance misdemeanor. It seems like, to be totally honest with you, Matt, well, that they can probably encompass an offer for Mr. Lyons, and I'm sure the state will maybe agree to dismiss based on the city, because he's got a number of city matters, and I know that Mr. Simon is very good at what he does, but I think that Mr. Lyons is going to have to pay the price at some point. I don't know.
Okay, I will go speak with the attorneys now. Judge, thank you.
Okay, let me put you in the breakout room as well, Mr. Simon. You can speak with him.
Thank you.
If you need to. All right. Mr. Galloway. Galloway, we're waiting on her return. Okay. Let's go back to who we have here. Let's call Mrs. Greer.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, let's see what Mrs. Greer has. It looks like there's one thing. All right. So. Mrs. Greer, let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Asia Greer. Did I get that pronunciation right?
Aisha.
Aisha, I'm sorry. SP 1122348, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1122349. So, Mrs. Greer, you have these 3 matters. One is a careless driving. I don't know. All I have is ROA. I don't have the original ticket in front of me. But what I can say is that there is an offer in the file here to plead to 1 count of limited access 150, which is a non-abstractable offense. I'm gonna strike that. It is an abstractable offense to the Secretary of State, but it doesn't carry any points, and dismiss the other 2 counts. I'll let Mr. Boffman chime in on your behalf, but typically,
I'm sorry, forgive me for interrupting. Go ahead.
Sorry, typically on the careless driving tickets, our court wants or offers people to take a defensive driving court. Now, we don't have our typical courtroom prosecutor in here today, but we have, and that's why we got this offer and didn't have that recommendation. And we're not availed by the actual ticket itself to make the determination of what the allegation was of how they say you're careless driving. So I don't know if that was speeding, or I don't know what that situation is. But be that as it may, the way the offer is written today, it does save you 3 points. And, but it has an abstractable offense. I'll fine you $125, and then you'll see what the Secretary of State will do. But if you get that Michigan defensive driving course, then I'm gonna say, based on this offer, that you'll probably get a block from traffic if you wanna take that Michigan defensive driving course.
No,
You don't wanna take that, ma'am?
no, I don't.
I say all that, just say nothing then. So let me go, let's get with it. And, you wanna take this offer, ma'am?
You talk about the offer for the pay the 120?
125, limited access,
No.
the abstracts. You don't wanna take that offer either?
No, during the time when he put me over, the 3
Wait a minute,
tickets.
before you start talking about the facts. I'm your lawyer. Forgive me for interrupting. Forgive me. I'm sorry, but I just don't want you to start talking about the facts of the case, and it's not appropriate at this hearing. So
I'm sorry, yeah.
if you're saying that you can't do it because you're factually not guilty, that the facts are that you didn't commit the acts that you're being accused of, it is your right to set this for a trial. And this is where I want to step in and ask if you don't mind proceeding by way of Zoom and don't mind proceeding with the judge making the decision in this case, if we could set this for a bench trial by way of Zoom, if that would please the court. And then you don't have
Well,
to.
if that's what you do, now you also have careless driving, but you also have a no valid registration and no insurance. So keep that in mind. If we proceed, we're going to proceed on all 3 charges.
True.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I understand.
You want to put in a breakout room, Mr. Baughman?
Yes, please. Just, it won't take long, but we can have a conversation.
And I'll still offer her the defensive driving, and she can get rid of it with a non-abstractable offense, just a $50, $175. But I'll put you in a breakout room.
And I understand that's a great and honorable offer from the prosecutor as well, so we'll talk about it. Ma'am, would you come to the breakout room? I'm in room 2. You get an invitation in a moment.
All right, I have Trimmer back out. Counselor?
Yes, good morning, Judge. Good morning again. I've had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Wolf. She's agreed to try and get me the discovery that I need and might be able to make an offer. I'm asking the court for an adjournment of this pretrial for at least 2 weeks to facilitate that discovery exchange.
Okay, you give me a date in 2 weeks, or I'll give you a date in 2 weeks, or I can give you a date in 30 days. Which one do you want, sir?
30 days.
All right, pretrial, August 30th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you and your client, if you don't have anything further, you are free to leave.
Thank you, Judge. Nothing further from defense.
All right, have a very good day. All right, let's go to, now let me start updating some of these names on here. I'm just gonna go in order. I got Carl Grisham. Let's see where Mr. Grisham is. There we go. Let's see that name before. I have Green Cora. Did I pronounce that right? None of those responded. I have Ron Lancaster.
I'm just waiting on the paperwork.
on his
He's
paperwork.
gonna be discharged.
I didn't see his name on
Oh, he's at the bottom of the grid.
the Grigsby.
And above money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, the 12th from the bottom.
On the first name.
Yes.
And what do we make him for
Oh,
now?
he's gonna be discharged from probation, so Mr. Brantfield called me and told me he was gonna start.
Mr. Bradfield is on here.
Oh. Okay.
Mr. Bradfield, did I see you on here? Mr. Bradfield? I thought I saw him on here. All right, Mr. Lancaster?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
All right, I thought I saw Mr. Officer Bradfield, you on here? All right, we're gonna wait until Officer Bradfield signs on your matter. Let's see, who's on the iPhone that I don't have a name by? Oh, Galloway.
Micaiah Garner.
Kaya Garner. Is this Miss Garner from the other day?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see your face now. Oh, Miss Garner's spot. Yes, she went to take Michigan pencil driving.
Yeah, let me see.
Yes. Miss Garner, I need to see your face, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, the problem. Let's see. This is fine. We have her file. You took the class, ma'am?
Yes.
What was the offer? What did we talk about on that day?
You told me to take the class and you would see what you could do about the tickets that I had.
So, you gotta send me, evidence that you completed the class.
I sent it to your email yesterday.
I think you did. Let's see here. Okay, very well. I think I can pull it up. All right. That's that.
Okay, let me see.
Let's see what they scheduled for hearing on the 27th. That was on a Tuesday. Let me see what the offer we wrote in the file.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Give me a second, ma'am, so I can recall what we what we talked about and see what's in the file. I want to make sure that the agreement that we entered into, we stick with that. As long as you do your part. I know you're ready to come in and have a full discussion about what you learned out of the class, right?
Yeah, I took notes.
Very well. All right. You can mute yourself, ma'am. Let me get your file, and then we will, as soon as I get your file, I'll review it and report. Mr. Hill, I see you signed on, and this is Aisha Galloway. This is inaudible. This is inaudible. I can't understand what you're saying. Can't understand what you're saying. I'm talking to Attorney Ryan Hill. Are you there, sir? Okay, I don't get that. Okay, so let's go back to Mrs. Greer. Mr. Baughman, what's been going on with Mrs. Greer?
Your Honor, there is a genuine and a material issue of fact. We'd ask respectfully if the court would set this matter for a bench trial by way of Zoom. The defendant is aware of her right to a jury trial. She's going to waive that here and now.
Okay. Trial date.
Girl, these people hear you in court.
Yeah, we hear you. So mute your phone, please.
Okay.
Trial date, October 7th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Mrs. Greer, I don't know if this has anything to do with this has suspended your license or anything. Let's see. All I see is a $50 warrant fee. I believe that's a $50 warrant fee. I don't think this is yeah, that's a $50 warrant fee. So based on that, I'm gonna keep this. And do you have a driver's license now, ma'am?
Yes.
So based on that, I'm gonna keep this at a October 7th, 2021 court date. You don't have any license implications that you have to concern yourself about. When we and we'll set all of these matters for a trial date on October 7th, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're free to leave, ma'am. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you, you too.
All right, very well. And formal hearing. I just don't want to, I want to make sure that it's so it doesn't affect the license. All right. So Mr. Simon and Mrs. Wolf, where are we with Lyons, I think, and then we also have that's Galloway. Where are we with Galloway?
That's mine, Judge. Can you hear me okay now?
Now I can hear you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
That's all right. So the offer, we're back on the record with Aisha Galloway. The offer in the file here is to plead to the count straight up, and it's a 3-month delay. This is a case where, you know, I'm going to fine her $240 if she wants to take the offer, but based on the nature of the allegation, I would want Mrs. Galloway to take some sort of gun safety class, and I would dismiss that that count. And then all I'm apprised of is the discharge of a weapon. So I don't know, you know, if that's an actual weapon or if it's a BB gun, or. But if it's an actual weapon that's involved in the allegation, I would want her to take a gun safety class. I would give her that offer. I would go that step further too after she paid $240 and pro the gun safety class, then I would dismiss it immediately upon those two events.
Thank you, Judge. Is there any way I could talk to her in a breakout room?
Certainly.
Thank you.
All right, where are we at with Mr. Lyons? Is there some?
Judge,
Yes.
it looks like most of them are the fail to display type ticket accompanied by the state no insurance, but the 2 tickets are beginning with SX. The state's just willing to dismiss per plea to city.
How many city tickets do we have, Mr. Simon?
There's 11 tickets altogether. Excluding those 2, Ms. Wolf is willing to dismiss. That leaves 9, which I need to get an offer from the city side.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. I have 9 misdemeanors. I have an awful lot of civil infractions as well. But that's
I haven't even looked at the civil infractions. I just pulled today's done.
so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cases. And I don't know which ones of those are, I mean, I could tell you if I went and looked at each one of them, but Mrs. Wolf is willing to resolve the matters with dismissal based on plea to the city. So without having the city attorney here, I can call the city attorney and get the city attorney on the line and see if they can come show up. Or I can, what is this? What is this, their second appearance on this case?
Well, the last time I think was the arraignment. So yeah, this would be the first post arraignment.
You want some more time to, I mean, they don't have an offer, so I can give you some more time, or I can put you on hold and call the city attorney in here and you can discuss it with them. I'll leave the choice up to you.
I could put my email address in the chat, and if the city attorney could send me an offer on their 9 tickets, perhaps we could resolve it at a future date.
Let me say this, your client isn't even here today, right?
That's correct. I don't see him listed as a participant.
Let's give you another date. Let's give you another date. Let's give you another pretrial, August 30th, 2021. We're gonna call that a final pretrial, and we'll have some kind of, I'll let you negotiate and get in contact with the city attorney then.
Very good.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Wolf. I don't think I have anything. I don't have anything right now. I do have plenty of people on there now. I haven't looked at each one of the files, so.
Your Honor, You did
Yes.
bring up the civil infractions. Is that something the court would consider in terms of a global resolution?
We'll talk about that on that day, sir.
Very
That's
good. Thank you, Judge. I will see. Oh, let me put my email address in the chat, which hopefully the city attorney can pick up on. And then I will see you August 30th.
Well, there's no city attorney at all, so.
Oh, well, then I will, I'll call the city attorney's office.
Yeah, okay. All right, very well. If there's nothing further, Mr. Simon, Mrs. Wolf, you both have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
And the court is making a note that those 2 SX tickets would be dismissed pursuant to any agreement with the city then, right?
Yeah, I didn't put that, I'll note it, but we'll remember that. He's got enough he's gonna plead to on the city. That's
okay.
All right.
Very good. Thank you, Judge.
You're still gonna have to do, you're gonna have to do some convincing on those civil infractions, because I mean, you know, I respect the fact that he's looking to take care of this stuff now, but I got civil infractions going back to 2015. And we'll discuss it then.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you, sir. Take care.
All right. Have a great one.
You too.
All right. Mr. Hill.
Judge, we're ready on Galloway. She's going to take advantage of the plea.
Okay, very well, Ms. Galloway. So how do we get her to probation and get her some sort of gun safety class?
Yeah, they have information. I can call to find out if you'd like to put it on the record. But,
Judge, I've had a client where this is required before. We didn't go through probation. It was a gun safety course you take to the state. You can do it online. And then I submitted it to, I think it was Judge Bryant, who confirms, and then she ended up dismissing it. Unless the probation department, I don't think I've ever gone through probation for the gun safety stuff.
they used to provide it, so I don't know what's different now.
Well, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna necessarily, I don't necessarily have to go through probation. As an officer of the court, I'll accept that you will inform your client and, I know probation is there to oversee, to make sure that it is actually your client that took the class, but I know that you are, as an officer of the court, she has retained you. So what I will do is I will allow you to facilitate that for your client. And if she shows me that proper documentation, that she took some sort of gun safety course, then I'll fine her the $240 and then we'll dismiss immediately upon payment. We'll put that October 28th date in there because the 3-month delay was offered. And I'll write a notation, dismissed upon payment with gun safety course.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, let's, Mrs. Galloway, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Ms. Galloway, do you understand what was just discussed
Yes,
about resolving this matter, and you're willing to take that offer?
yes,
All right, can you raise your right hand, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
yes,
Okay, you can put your hand down. Ms. Galloway, do you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
yes,
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
yes,
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
no,
Okay, Ms. Galloway, let me draw your attention back to January 29th, 2021 at around 10:25 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of, what is that? Street is that? Sue and, well, it doesn't have another, but 17198 Sioux Street. Apparently, that may be your own residence, ma'am. I don't know.
yes,
Okay, ma'am, did you have an occasion to be encountered with the Detroit police on that day, ma'am?
Yes.
And on that date, did you discharge a firearm on that date within the city limits?
Yes.
And what type of firearm was that, ma'am?
A 9mm.
Okay. You satisfied, counselor?
Satisfied.
I guess you didn't have any legal authority to do that, did you, ma'am?
The gun was registered to me, so I'm not
No.
sure.
You weren't acting in self-defense or anything like that, right? You didn't have a legal
Yes.
basis to fire it,
I had
right?
a domestic dispute.
Well, I don't even know if I want to go down that road. Counselor?
Ma'am, when you discharge a firearm within the city limits, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you said there was a domestic dispute. Would you agree that at the time when you actually fired the actual weapon, you didn't have legal authority to do it, meaning you weren't in imminent harm, correct?
Yes.
Satisfied, Judge.
I'm gonna accept your plea to be as charged to discharging a weapon within the city limits. I'm going to take this under a 3-month delay. I did say that I will go a step further. I will dismiss this case upon a $240 payment, but with proof that you've taken a gun safety course, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, so what I will do is, in your attorney will have, you have my email address, counselor?
I do.
All right, you have my email address. What you can do is you can send me verification of that gun safety class that your client is willing to take, and proof of payment, which we'll be able to see if the payment has been made once you come back with your client. Well, put it this way: if you do that, you don't necessarily have to come back. I think we can dismiss this administratively, but it would be best if you showed up and put it on the record, at least you, Mr. Hill. So
That's
that
fine. That's fine.
pull it up.
What was the court date?
Pardon me?
What was the court date for the review?
The review date is August 28, 2020, but I'm kind of thinking that Mrs. Galloway is going to get this done much sooner than that.
Okay.
But that's the time that she has. $240 gun safety course, dismissal upon payment and proof of that gun safety course. Nothing further. You both are free to leave. Have a very good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Galloway, I just sent you a text message with the link for the gun safety course, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, Mrs. Garner. Let's see. All right, Mrs. Garner.
Yes.
All right, what I told you that you can come back in as soon as got finished with the class, and you did it, and I'm happy that you did it. But the problem is that our city attorney is not here right now. And he won't be back until next Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Let me find out exactly. You say Tuesday?
Yes, please.
All right on that.
Let me see. So I want to give him an opportunity to hear what you learned. And, you know, I want to make sure, I told you that we're going to get you something that you can live with. So, ma'am, can you come back next Tuesday? Is that a good date for you?
Yeah, I can come back next Tuesday.
All right, let me make sure that he confirms. I just sent him a text message. I do have your completion of the course. Save those notes. Don't let the baby tear those notes up or the dogs chew them up or something. And be ready to give us some good information that you learned. How was the class, ma'am?
It was long. I thought it was gonna be shorter than that, but it was long.
All right, was it informative though?
Yeah, I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know. Like I never took a written test before, so that helped too.
How did you? And yeah, you needed to get your driver's license, didn't you?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get the tickets situated so I can go and take my test hopefully next week.
When do you have a schedule for taking that test?
No, they told me I had to get the tickets situated before going to take the test. So
what we're gonna do is let's call the city attorney in. We'll call one in and see if we can get one here. And then I'll let her know what's going on and what we discussed. And then I'll give you a chance if you want to we'll have this discussion today and see if we can get the resolution today. Will that help?
yeah.
All right, let's mute it again, ma'am, until I call your name, until that city attorney comes. And then we will see if we can get you squared away today, like I said. I just didn't know that the city attorney was not going to be here until after you left. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's go to all right. Mrs. Sakura India Green, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Green, this is the city of Detroit versus Sakura India Green, case number ST 1145487, counts 1 and counts 2. And these are in warrant status, Counselor. Case numbers 204-55261. Strike that. 204-55264, counts 1, 2, and 3.
Harry Boffman for the defendant.
All right.
Ma'am, your name, please.
Let's see your face. Let's see your face, ma'am.
Sakura Green.
Thank you. We would ask that warrants be set aside as she appears here now in person. Thank you.
We'll set aside warrants.
Or she appears by Zoom, I'm sorry.
We have a situation where Mrs. Green has 5 counts, no civil infractions, and so here's the deal, ma'am. Plead to count 1. They have a failure to display. That's a $240 fine. And plead to the state charge straight up with improper plates. That's a $240 fine. And we'll dismiss the other 3 counts. I'll waive the warrant fees, and I will. You're going to pay the reinstatement fees. So all I'm concerned about is the 480. The failure to display is both of them are misdemeanors, but one of them is not abstractable, meaning and both of them don't carry any points, but one of them is abstractable and the other one isn't. So with the failure to display, you're gonna incur another 90 days, I mean, not a 90-day suspension, 30-day suspension. Ma'am, I'm gonna fine you $240 for each one of them. And if you want to take the deal, I'll give you time to pay. But I can also set up a trial date for you to defend yourself on these matters if you like. And I can also set up a breakout room so you can speak with the attorney about it if you like.
Can I just do the deal?
You want to just do the deal, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, let's do that then. Mrs. Green, can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I couldn't hear you, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. Ma'am, you understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
This case is a little bit special. All right.
So did you say it was 240 for?
Each count, ma'am, so that's 240 to complete the 2 counts, and that'll be 480. And then that's all I'm going to be concerned with. Hold on 1 second, ma'am. Should we wait down there? And this, I mean, so I'm just saying, he'll be back Tuesday. But she's ready to speak on it. She's ready to give some substance of what she wants. But this is we had a little back and forth the other day. And I'm over and I think she's okay. Okay. Oh, certainly. I gotta take care of Mrs. Green now anyway.
So I got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
read
that.
And she's scheduled to go to take her driving test, I think, sometime this week or one.
Okay. And this is in the way right now.
So let's go back on the record. I'm sorry, Mrs. Green, but you have some questions about the offer here?
Yes, I was just asking how much would it be altogether, but you said 480 or something?
480, but then you're gonna have another $135 that's not gonna be a part of this, but it will, if you don't pay it, it's gonna stop you from getting a license, or at least have clearances at 36th District Court. But those $45 fees on those 3 matters will not they will not ever go any higher than that. Wait a minute.
And then you say I still got 130. I'm sorry, can you repeat it? 100. I still have 130.
Okay, so here's what the deal is. The deal today, you got 5 misdemeanors.
Okay.
And out of these 5 misdemeanors, the deal is to plead to 2 of them, $240 a piece, and dismiss the rest. There's warrant fees of $50 on 3 of the cases and $45 reinstatement fees on 3 of the cases. I'm willing to waive the warrant fees, but you're gonna have to pay the reinstatement fees of $35 a piece or $45 a piece on the 3 cases. Now, with that being said, I'm not concerned about, all I'm concerned about is the 480, and I'll give you time to pay that 480. But I just like to let you know that you're gonna have this other $135 fee that's gonna be out there in perpetuity until you pay it. But, and I just got a memo today that some of these reinstatement fees are gonna be waived. I don't have exactly which ones, and I don't know if you wanna wait that long, but I just wanna let you know that those fees are gonna be out there. So you don't come back and say, well, the judge told me 480, I paid my $480 and now I gotta pay another $135. So, are you understanding? You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, and where exactly do I pay it? Cause I've been trying to pay on my tickets. I don't know
Right.
exactly.
Right, and you'll pay it right at the 36th District Court. You'll pay all the fees at the 36th District Court. You just can't pay these misdemeanors. You had to come to court in order for you to get an adjudication on them, and that's what we're doing now if you want to take that deal.
Okay, yes.
Are we on the same page, ma'am?
Yes.
You want to take the deal?
Yes, I do.
All right. We swore you in. You understand you have a right to a trial, right?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up, right?
Yes.
Anybody offer you anything other than what I told you in the record?
No.
Okay, Mrs. Green, can you, let me draw your attention back to May the 14th, 2020 at around 4:15 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Fenton and West McNichols. Ms. Green, were you operating on that day a 2002 Honda?
Yeah.
And on that date, that Honda, was there something wrong with the plates on that vehicle, ma'am?
Yes, it was a plate that went to a different vehicle, but I
All
had
right, that's all I need to know, ma'am. And that you knew that was a different plate, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to explain. Yes, I knew it was a different plate, but at the time it was COVID and I was pregnant and they said that it was essential.
Listen. I understand. And I'm gonna tell everybody, I understand that COVID was a big problem. And sometimes I have apprehensions of sometimes, holding people responsible for these things. But be that as it may, when you, it's one thing to just drive with no plate, but taking the extra step of putting the wrong plate on the vehicle, that's like, but all we're doing right now, ma'am, is just getting the factual basis so that I can have a factual basis in the record for you to take this offer. So that's all we're doing, and I don't mean to cut you short on any explanation or anything like that. Like I said, I feel for a lot of these situations, but at the end of the day, the police wrote the tickets, and we're here now. So to resolve it, we have an improper plate. You've established a factual basis for the improper plate. Fine you $240 for that matter. Let's move to the 144487, no operator's license on person, failure to display. Ma'am, on December 28th, 2020 at around 1:49 p.m. in the city of Detroit, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day in the area of 7 Mile and Riverview?
Yes.
And on that date, ma'am, did that Detroit police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, ma'am?
I couldn't do so because I don't have one. I was kind of in the process of trying to get it.
Very well, that establishes the factual basis for driving failure to display a valid driver's license. I'm going to fine you $240 on that. With the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'm going to dismiss the other matters.
So stipulated. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mrs. Green, I'm going to waive the warrant fees. Are you working now, ma'am? Ms. Green? Did we lose her?
Phone's about to die.
Ms. Green?
Yes. I'm sorry. My phone was about to die.
That's all right. Are you working now, ma'am?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Are you working?
No.
All right. Let me ask, how much time do you need to pay now?
For the 480, for
Yes.
for the 480, I believe I could just can I just get maybe like 2 weeks?
I'm gonna give you till August 30th, 2021. If you find yourself in a position you can't pay by that time, Ms. Green, please zoom back in and we'll see if we can get you some more time.
Okay. Thank you.
Nothing further. There's nothing further, ma'am. Thank you. You're free to leave, okay?
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well. What happened with Mr. Lancaster? Do we ever get Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Bradfield, he's on Zoom.
Bradfield on?
He did say I can just call him at his desk if he's on another Zoom hearing.
Is he? Well, tell him as soon as we get
But I
that.
do have a discharge.
We don't need him then?
Uh,
Unless he wants to say something.
he informed me earlier that he probably didn't need to because he was going to send that discharge.
Okay.
But if I needed to call him.
I don't think he needs to. Let's see. Mr. Lancaster, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Jan.
All right, so this is the city of Detroit versus DeLon Martell Lancaster, case number U58242820. Mr. Lancaster, you were basically had a deal to plead to the amended count of disorderly conduct. And I have a motion and order for discharge from probation because you've complied with all of the necessary requirements that were asked of you. Mr. Lancaster, based on that, I'm going to just dismiss this matter. I'm going to close this matter out. Strike that. I'm going to close this matter out under disorderly conduct.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, so I appreciate your patience, and you can have a great day, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I did have a question as well. Do I have to report to the other court date, December 30th?
Let me see here.
December 6th. I mean, sorry about that.
Let's see. I think we need to get Mr. Well, did you have 40 hours of community service?
Yes, I just completed it this week, a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact, and Agent Bradford should have all the updates.
Get Mr. Bradford on the line, please, because all I'm looking at is the information for the one case, and that's case number that I call is set to be discharged. He doesn't have any information on the other case. I don't think you've ever been fined on the other case either, but I think the fine may have been in lieu of the 40 hours community service.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it back the matter again. Let me let Mr. Bradfield have an opportunity to speak on this. And then just as soon as he zooms in, we'll pull that file. And we'll see where it's at. But this one case, U58242820, there's a motion on order for discharge from probation. I'm gonna sign that right now, discharging from that case. We're gonna get some more follow-up from Mr. Bradfield on the other case, and we will, that's gonna be discharged under disorderly conduct, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Let's wait for Mr. Bradfield to sign on, and then we'll, we got a lot of people. We got a lot of people.
All right.
Discharge under order. Okay, we got Mr. Bradfield on the line. So, Officer Bradfield.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. We have Mr. Lancaster here, and I do see the order that has been generated for the one case U582422820. I do see that Mr. Lancaster has complied with all the terms and conditions of probation. I have signed that order, and I have discharged Mr. Lancaster from probation and closed the case out under disorderly conduct. However, he astutely reminded me that there's another case.
Yes, Your Honor.
My understanding, this case is supposed to be taken under a disorderly conduct as well. And he pled guilty on 6/1/2021. I do have in the file, I don't have a dollar amount that I have been provided. I guess I sentenced him under this, and what I'm thinking is I asked him to do 40 hours of community service in lieu of fines and costs, or I recognize the fact that he paid a lot of fines and costs on the other case. So where are we at with the 40 hours of community service?
Your Honor, Mr. Lancaster emailed me the proof of those hours that he was ordered to do. So we do have verification that he did comply with those hours, Judge, 40 hours.
And we're not asking him to do anything else as it relates to the testing and to the misdemeanor morality test, are we?
No, Your Honor, those have already been completed on the case he was just discharged from.
Okay, so what's your position on the case that's still lingering out there, case U598600521?
Was that taken under a delayed sentence? I'm not sure what the term was.
That was taken under disorderly conduct as well.
Okay. What is that set for today, or does he have more time on that particular matter?
No, he has that set for a review on, well, it was set for sentencing on 7/02/2021.
Yes. So my question was, does he have any other conditions besides the community service?
No, I don't. I think he had a fine here. It was $65. It shows here, and he seems like he paid that. And that was it.
He's in compliance, Your Honor.
All right, so we want to close this matter out as well?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so do we need to have another motion of order for discharge from probation, or is this we can just close this matter out?
Whatever the court prefers, Your Honor. I can do another discharge.
We'll close this matter out.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're under disorderly conduct as well. So Mr. Lancaster, you got a rare occurrence of having the ability to close both of these out under disorderly conduct. I have to think that this won't, you won't get the advantage of the benefit of the disorderly conduct ever in the future for this related offense, all right?
Yes.
All right, that matter,
She's just getting out on the beach for pretrial.
I'm gonna close the matter up under disorderly conduct. And, Mr. Lancaster, you're free to leave, and that'll close out that case. You don't have to come back on December 6th date.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
As well, Agent Bradfield.
You're welcome, sir. Good luck to you.
All right, I appreciate y'all. Y'all won't see.
Okay, hope you can get your job back
That's
too.
That's what they say.
Y'all won't see me though.
We hope not.
All right, Mr. Lancaster, have a great one.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
Thank you as well. All right. Let's go with, okay, I don't know where the city attorney is, Ms. Garner, I'm waiting on that offer, so.
Okay.
I don't know where, let's see, who do we have? Zachary Graham? Is Zachary Graham here? All right, hearing no response, we'll move on. Let's see, we have Catherine Glenn. Everybody fell asleep on us? Miss Glenn, are you there? That was an easy one. Should I start kicking these people out and then have them come back in or something? Who's on the LG Aristio 2?
Hello,
Yeah, there we go. Who's that, sir?
Mr. Gray, Leonard Gray.
All right, we got him, Leonard Gray. All right, let's get, see if we can find Mr. Gray's,
I don't know why I can't see.
is that Gray?
Yes.
Leonard?
No, Leonard.
I spelled it right, I just probably didn't say it right.
Oh.
This is the city of Detroit versus Leonard Gray, case number SP 113709, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case numbers SP 9549271, SX 1285116. And appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, announce your name to the court. Mr. Gray, I can't hear you.
Leonard Gray.
Thank you kindly, sir. We'll waive any more formal reading of the information or complaint, Your Honor, and stand mute. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's see if this is, these are you, these allegations are yours. Okay. Mr. Gray, did you ever live on Rosemary Street?
Never.
All right, so strike that 9 SP 9549271. And SX 1285161. We're only dealing with with the 3 first cases that we listed. Now, do you have any registration, sir?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a driver's license, sir?
Yes, I do.
Can you submit that to the court via email? Put my email address in the chat.
Okay. You gonna send it to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put the email address in the chat. If you show me proof of those documents, sir, I'll offer you a blockading traffic. Well, you'll just plead responsible to the instant charge, and then the other $175 fine and the other matters will be dismissed. 0-point offense is just like an expensive parking ticket if you want to take that offer, but you do have a right to go to trial if you want to. You got the chat? Did you see? Oh, let me put that to everyone.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
All right, let's see. Let me get that. That's going to everyone. So you should get that in the chat. You should get my SEAN period, PERKINS at 36districtcourt.org. That's my email address. All right.
Oh, okay.
Did you talk to Dante?
Yes, Your Honor. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do blockade. I'm gonna dismiss the DWLs because I want her to be able to get the license. We just have to get the spiel going, you know. That's what he told me to ask you, Your Honor. And then he also said, I won't be here this afternoon because unfortunately my dog's getting out of the point where I had to put it down. But I'm just reminded, also, that's a signing clock.
Yeah, I already know that.
You know how, you know. And he said hello, by the way.
No, I just said message. Okay. All right, I'm gonna wait on that. Okay, Mrs. Garner, you're up. Now, here's the deal, Miss. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, ma'am. All right.
Let's see.
Let's talk about, did we already call the case? Let me see. I don't think we called the case. Let's see here. Where's your file?
I have it, Your Honor.
Oh, yes.
I'll give it to you right now. Just finishing.
I'm gonna get it off the ROAs. You know, Ms. Garner, you remember we got off to a little rocky start last time. Do you remember that, ma'am?
Yeah.
But I think we've gotten past that, and we want to see you get on the road legally. And I told you I would help you in that effort. So I got the city attorney here, and for everybody on the line, Mrs. Gardner is a young lady that has never acquired a driver's license, and we got off to a rocky start the last time. We won't even go into the details, will we, Ms. Gardner? But she's since complied, and I think she gets it. Hopefully she gets it, but I think she does. But I offered you an opportunity to take the Michigan Defensive Driving Course because you've never acquired a license. You got a speeding ticket, among other things, and I want to be able to put you in a position where you can get on the road legally. You got a young child, and I wanted to do whatever I could to help you out, and I told you that I would. You had an accident, so let's talk about what you learned in the class now.
Okay.
Hold on, sir. We're on the record. And the more substance that you give us, the better the deal will get, man. So let's give an informative, substantive information to everybody of what you learned.
Excuse me, Judge, do I have a case number for Miss
Okay.
Garner?
This is the city of Detroit. Thank you. versus Micaiah Garner, case numbers SP 105, SP 104599993, SP 1159249, counts 1 and counts 2, and 204941571. I will note for the record that Mrs. Garner has taken care of a couple of civil infractions. I mean, no, taken care of some misdemeanors, but this one speeding ticket was, for some reason, not adjudicated at the time. So really, Mrs. Garner kind of really should only have three matters before the court, but she ended up having those 4. So go ahead, Mrs. Garner. Let's hear what you have to say about that class.
Okay. I learned a lot from it as far as when you're driving in certain weather conditions and how to take care of the car when you're driving in the weather conditions. Like I had an accident and it was ice on the ground. I didn't know. Like I thought you were supposed to like pump the brakes. But yeah, so that accident was my fault because I didn't know what I was doing. But in the class, it told me that, hold on.
All right, let me stop you right there, right quick, on that issue. All right, it says you thought you were supposed to pump the brakes. What did it tell you to do?
Hold on, I wrote it down real quick.
And then did it mention something about in the weather conditions where you have a speed limit now, and say the speed limit is 55, but that's just basically advisory when the weather conditions you have to drive, well, as the weather conditions relate to the driving, ma'am. So did it say anything about that?
Yes, it said when certain weather conditions are persisting that you have to drive according to the weather conditions. Like if it's raining, you need to go slower than usual so that your car doesn't start sliding on the road. Like when it rains, the oil and stuff from the road will create slippery tires for you. So you'll be more prone to skidding or sliding or whatever weather condition is going on.
Right, and to everybody else, and I think a lot of people can learn from this as well. And basically what Mrs. Garner is saying is that if the speed limit is 55, yeah, that's the speed limit, you go 55. But, and that's when the road conditions are satisfactory, no rain, no snow or something like that. But if the speed limit is 55 and it's ice and snow on the ground, or if it's very wet on the ground, then the law expects you to reduce your speed as the conditions necessitate. So you won't be able to come in and say, I was doing 55 and I had this accident, I was doing the speed limit. The officer can write you a ticket for driving at excessive speed because you didn't slow your speed down as it related to the weather conditions on that day, even though the speed limit said 55. Is that correct, Ms. Garner?
Yes, and then when I told you I was pumping the brakes, it said not to pump the brakes and to hold your foot firmly on the brake pedal to near maximum capacity. And yeah, I didn't know that.
All right. What about as it related to some of the signs out on the road, ma'am?
What do you mean?
Was there some of the signs that they taught you about the road signs, the hazard signs, the yield signs, the construction zone signs? Did you learn anything about those that you didn't already know?
It was kind of like a refresher. I already knew most of them that were on there. Like the actual names of the signs, I didn't know what they were. Like I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the no passing zone. It looked like a triangle, but it's sideways. I don't know the correct name for it.
And what else do you have in your notes that you wanted to bring to the court now?
Hold on one second. Okay, so I learned that 45% of the survival rate when people are in accidents is because they have on seatbelts. And 50% of the traffic accidents happen within 25 miles of your home. Like people say, I don't need to wear a seatbelt, I'm just going to the store. And that's mainly when accidents happen because they don't have their seatbelts on. 2/3 of passengers were killed in the US because they did not wear seatbelts. And this is the yearly rates for that. And
That's very informative. All right. Listen, counsel, can you put your appearance on the record?
Yes, Your Honor, and if I may as well. Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807. How are you doing today, Ms. Gardner?
I'm all right.
So you understand why we have people take these courses. It's not, just to give you a better deal or a better outcome on your case, but how informative and how much you can learn, even if it's not directed at the reason you're in court. And so we do appreciate the information, and it does seem like you took it serious because I can hear you flipping through your notes. So I know Judge and me as well greatly appreciate that. But do you feel the course was helpful?
Yes, I appreciate it because like I would say 50% of this stuff I did not know. So
All right. Listen, Ms. Gardner, I'm going to really applaud you because you have brought a wealth of information to the court. And I'm gonna applaud you for accepting that offer. You seemed as though you were interested in doing that at the time, and you were excited about that. And I mentioned to you that you did take it seriously, and it definitely sounds like you took it seriously, and you got something out of it. And I'm sure the people that are listening that are in court now, and people that possibly are watching on YouTube, got something out of it as well. So I told you that I was gonna, poke and prod at my city attorney to make sure that you got a reasonable offer. And I think the offer is more than reasonable. Based on what we learned from you today and what you've done, the offer is gonna be to plead to responsible to amended count of blocking traffic for the accident ticket. That is an extremely good offer. And that is the offer that has accident driving at 2 speed too fast for conditions. That's the offer that we just had the really voluminous discussion about. And that's going to be a $175 fine, ma'am. And then the city attorney is willing to dismiss all the other counts. Is that something that you'll want to avail yourself to?
yes, my last question is, did you speak with the Allen Park judge? Because I literally cannot get in contact with them. They don't answer their phones.
You are right about that. Before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you put your number in the chat, ma'am, to me personally, so it gets to me personally. You are exactly right about that. I have not spoken with that judge, but I am going to do that just as soon as I get off the record today, and I will definitely do that. And I'm going to talk to the Allen Park judge if he can call me back today, and I'm going to let him know. Okay, and how much information. I'm gonna hope that he takes that under consideration when he goes to look at your case. So, Mrs. Garner, do you know how to put your information in the chat for me? Just
yes.
to me. All right, you make sure that it has on there. Where's my name? Or to Miss or S. Nash. That's my clerk. You can send it to her. I just don't want your information going all over the internet.
Okay.
So All right, let's take care of this matter right here and get you, and get this cleared up. Mrs. Nash, and I won't go through the whole thing. Let's go through this, Counselor. You've heard everything that we put in the record as far as it relates to Mrs. Nash cases. No, I'm sorry. Oh, Mrs. Garner's cases. And Counselor, I am, if you can stipulate to the face of the ticket as a factual basis and stipulate the probable cause as it relates to the stop, I'll be ready to dismiss the matter and find Mrs. Garner responsible under the amended count of blocking traffic.
For the record, Harry Bachman, on behalf of the defendant, so stipulated, Your Honor, as to probable cause and to the facts contained on the face of the ticket for the responsible plea. Thank you.
Okay, and Mrs. Garner, are you, so I'm dismissing all the other matters, ma'am. I am going to waive any warrant fees. And ma'am, I see you have that young baby there, and I'm going to do this that I don't usually do. I'm gonna waive the reinstatement fee. So all you're going to be obligated to pay is the $175.
Thank you kindly, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Is that fair enough, ma'am?
Yes, thank you.
All right, ma'am. I will say about the instance that we had the other day. You know, it's important that you know, you sort of respect the people, especially that are in the position of authority. You put your name out there to everybody, Mrs. Garner, but we'll, I'm sure you're, oh, that's just to me? Okay. I most definitely live my life in giving everybody respect, you know, and that's how I start off with everybody, and hopefully I get that in return. So next time, especially moving forward, when you get to Allen Park, ma'am, I hope you learn this as a lesson. Somebody might not be as what should I say? Might not have as much patience and might not exercise as much patience as it related to the incident that we had, and it might not be as good for you. So I'm just going to leave you with that. I'm going to leave it alone for the rest of that, and I'm just going to ask you, when can you pay this $175 now?
I think I could pay it by this afternoon. But do you know if I would still be able to go and take the test because of the Allen Park ticket?
Well, I'm sure that you probably aren't. I don't know what the Allen Park ticket is, but I'm going to get on that matter. We have your phone number, and I'm going to have my clerk reach out to Allen Park and find out what's going on. If I need to, I'm going to talk to the judge myself. I will talk to the judge myself. And we're going to get you an answer on that Allen Park issue by the end of the day today, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to put on here, ma'am, that you're going to pay by August the 6th. $175. And ma'am, and ma'am, you if you find yourself in a position where you haven't paid that today or at the latest by August 6th, you're gonna need to zoom back in, ma'am, and see if we can get you some more time, because I don't want this to become a situation that gives you extra warrant fees, late fees, and reinstatement fees, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll be in touch with you, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Are you good for right now?
I believe so. Marissa Gamage, I haven't seen any. Let's see. Let's see.
I just want to know before I leave the building. I don't want to leave you hanging.
No, you won't. I mean, we'll just deal with what we got here. He pretty much wrote every file. Is Mrs. Gamage on the line?
Yes.
All right, Mrs. Gamage, can you please turn your video on?
Yes.
All right, this is the city of Detroit. All right, you go. Thanks.
Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
You as well.
And I'm gonna let them know, Your Honor, just to make sure you're being covered while I'm not here.
All right.
And I will be here Monday. No problem. I'll see you guys. Have a good weekend.
You as well. This is the city of Detroit versus Marissa Nicole Gamage, case number SP 113066651. Mrs. Gamage, I see you only have this one matter, and I can do one of two things. I can give you a trial date in this matter, ma'am, and you can come back on that date. I don't think this matter is affecting your driver's license at all. And you can see if the officer comes. If the officer doesn't show, it gets dismissed. If the officer shows, then we'll still offer you the same thing that's been written and filed, and that is to plead to a 3-month delayed sentence on this matter. This is a misdemeanor. It's a 0-point offense. It does not abstract to the Secretary of State. And I'll go one step further and dismiss this matter immediately upon payment of $240. So it won't even be a misdemeanor on your record. I can put you in a breakout room to talk to the city attorney regarding what I just said if you need some explanation, or you can tell me what you want to do.
We could take it to trial because you said the offer would still stand.
Smart decision, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna set the trial date in this matter, October 7th, 2021.
Okay.
At 9 a.m., Mrs. Gamage.
Okay, October 7th. Okay, thank you.
All right, don't miss that date, not October 7th, 9 a.m., 2021.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Mr. Ahmed Lee.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Mr. Ahmed Lee, this is the city of Detroit. This is the state of Michigan versus Ahmed, what is that? Styron Richard Ahmed Lee.
Yes.
Case, sorry about the first name, but SX382178891. Mr. Lee, based on the nature of this charge, we can either get the state prosecutor on the line because it's written under the state code, or we can set a trial date. I don't see, all I see is CEA/CEAICS report. That's the remarks here on the ticket. I don't see anything that, other than that says anything about reckless driving. Counselor, so I don't know what you want to do.
Well, normally, because of the nature of the charges against the defendant, a lot of times, in order for the prosecutor to make an offer, they would ask for it to at least be set for a trial so that they could speak to an officer about, what may have occurred factually in order to extend an offer at that time. And then, of course, it becomes a non-issue if these officers doesn't come in. So my request on behalf of the defendant, by the way, sir, I am your lawyer, is that we set this matter for a trial date.
Okay.
You hear that, Mr. Lee?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I kind of agree as well. Unless you want to get the state attorney on the line, and I don't know unless they have an offer that's just out there, but let's do it this way. We'll just set a trial date in this matter and we'll deal with it that way.
Thank you, Your Honor.
October 7th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Sir, if you got anything that you want to bring on that day, you don't have to prove anything. The burden is completely on the state to prove their case. But if you have something to assist in your defense, I would suggest you bring it on that day.
Okay.
Very well. If there's nothing further, then you have a very good day, sir. I'll see you back here October 7th, 2021.
October 7th?
October 7th, 2021 at 9 a.m.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Is it Mrs. Cat? All right. Have a great day, sir.
All right, you too.
All right. Mrs. Catherine Glenn ever unmute herself? No? All right. Who is the gets the bag? All right. What about Leonard Gray? What about Zachary Graham? What about William Gibbs?
Yes, Your Honor.
There you go. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus William Royal Gibbs, case number 217-26153, counts 1 and counts 2. Counselor, I don't think you're going to have this on your docket because Mr. Gibbs is walking in because he did not show up for his last court appearance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to relay the offer as soon as I can find William Royal Gibbs. All right, I got one count of license improper and the other count of no insurance misdemeanor.
Can we do count 2 improper plates and dismiss count 1, please? And thank you, Your Honor.
Let's ask Mr. Gibbs, do you have a license, sir?
No, sir, I don't.
You don't? Okay,
No, sir.
so, all right, since we gave everybody else that deal, we'll offer Mr. Gibbs that deal. That way you can go get a license and you don't have to worry about the, Mr. Gibbs, do you want to take that offer that's a plea to one count of improper plates for the no insurance ticket, and the other license ticket will be dismissed? That's a misdemeanor. It is not abstractable to the Secretary of State, so it won't have any further suspensions implications on your license. I'll fine you $240. I'll give you time to pay. You want to take that deal, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you raise your hand, Mr. Gibbs.
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Mr. Gibbs, you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
You understand that you, by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Okay, Mr. Gibbs, let me draw your attention back to January 25th, 2021 in the city of Detroit, in the area of Livernois and Barton Street. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day, sir?
Yes.
And on that date, were you operating a 2016 Chevy in color?
It was Chevy Malibu.
Red in color?
Yes, burgundy.
All right, same difference. And on that day, sir, did you have a valid insurance at the time?
No, I did not.
Factual basis, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, based on that, we are going to find you guilty of the amended count of improper plates and fine you $240, and with stipulation of property cause, Counselor, we will dismiss the other matter.
Okay.
Did I hear that stipulation, Counselor?
Pardon, Your Honor, you went out. in and out. Would you repeat the last statement?
Based on the stipulation of probable cause, we'll dismiss the other matter.
So stipulated. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, when can you pay, sir?
Right now I'm laid off and I don't go, they don't send it, they told us not to come back until August the 11th. And that's when I will be able to go back to work.
I'm gonna give you October 28th,
Okay, 1 second, let me write that down.
2021. Hopefully you can get it paid before then, but based on the fact that you are laid off. Mr. Gibbs, I'm not even gonna ask you whether you did it or not, but I see that the officer maintains that you got pulled over for disregarding the red signal, sir. I see this all the time, every single solitary day. It says you're running a light at Joy Road in Livernois, and I don't know if it's one of those lights, and I don't know if you did it, but sometimes you can be caught in between or something on an amber or something, and I respect that. But what I've been seeing a lot lately is people just running the lights on streets like Joy Road and Livernois. They just stop and just go through. So I hope that's not the case with you, sir. I'm going to give you till October 28th to pay. Please zoom back in if you need more time, and I don't think you will because that's an awful lot of time, but
yes,
let us know that you paid the fee, okay, sir?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, have a great day.
You as well.
Okay, Mr. Leonard Gray has sent me something in the email, and that is registration and proof of, that's on a 2004.
Yes, because that wasn't me. They stopped.
What do you mean this wasn't you?
It's just, okay. I just came to court about 3 months ago for the same thing.
I don't hear you. You went out, sir. Let's call the case. Hold on, so we can get all this on the record.
Okay. Because it's the same person that keep using my identity.
All right. Well, you got a lot of Leonard Grays here, so.
Well, I'm the third, so.
No, I'm just saying, it doesn't have whether you're the third or anything. It's just Leonard Gray, no middle name or anything. So I see Leonard Gray the third too, and those matters are closed, but this obviously is they're saying this is you. This is the city of Detroit versus Leonard Gray. I think we called the case, but we'll do it anyway. SP 1153709, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Gray, is it your contention that this is not you that was driving the 2007 Pontiac Blue?
Yes, that's not me.
Okay, I'm going to set this matter for a trial on October 7th, 2021 and a formal hearing for the blockading traffic. So we'll set for trial October 7th, 2021. And Mr. Gray, you don't have to do anything. They have the burden to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt on those matters. But what you can do is you can take steps that you can go get to the Detroit police officers and let them know that somebody's using your name, and you can get and the Secretary of State. If you bring those in, I've seen the city attorney just dismiss these matters outright. But on that day, the officer should show up. If the officer doesn't, then automatically the case will get dismissed. But if that officer on that day can't identify you, then they will have to dismiss based on improper identification anyway. So, but to stop this from happening, you're going to need to take a step, because obviously if you're saying it keep happens, you're going to have to take a step, contact Secretary of State, and go make a police report out of the city of Detroit.
Yes, Your Honor, I already did from my last case. I did a police report. Even the police officer even called me and said if I have any problems, let them know. Yeah, because they had caught the guy who done it.
Well, we'll get that. You don't have any.
Yes, I got a police report and everything.
I don't think you have any license implications, so that date is, you won't have any that results from this, we'll just push this out some more, and then on that day, we'll get it resolved. So zoom back in on this October 7th,
Okay, what time, sir?
9 a.m.
Okay, October the 7th, 9 a.m. Okay.
Yep, very well, Mr. Gray. If there's nothing further, have a great day, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Where's is Mrs. Catherine Glenn on the line? What about Mr. Carl Grisham?
John Love online.
John Love, that's
Captain Glenn is too.
I'm here.
John
Captain
Love.
Glenn is here too.
All right,
John Love.
All right, John Love, you were here yesterday, and you sent some insurance information that I did get. So do we have this file? Madam Clerk? Let's see here. Where is Mr. Love? That's not you. All right, Mr. Love, this is the city of Detroit versus John Wesley Love. Case numbers SP 1160147, counts 1 and counts 2. Mr. Love, you have sent me information with insurance on the Pontiac Grand Am, and you sent yesterday the information with the registration for that vehicle. I told you I was going to dismiss it. I'm not even getting into whether you had insurance at the time, Mr. Love. I told you I was going to dismiss the matters. Both these matters are going to be dismissed based on valid documentation. All right, Mr. Love?
Yes, thank you, sir.
All right, have a great day, sir.
You too.
All right.
Yeah, we got you ain't got to worry about this.
All right.
Excuse me, Catherine Glenn is here as well.
Yeah, I've been waiting on you calling your name plenty of times, Miss Glenn. All right.
I don't know why you couldn't hear me at first.
Miss Glenn, do you have a driver's license, ma'am?
No, I'm trying to get it. This is my very last ticket that I have to clear up to go get my license.
Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Catherine Edith Glenn, case number SP 1104943. Mrs. Glenn, what I'm gonna do is I am going to dismiss this matter, ma'am. You have paid at least 1, 2, 3 civil infractions that go along with this matter. I think you've paid enough, ma'am.
Thank you. I really, really appreciate you because I am trying to get my license.
All right, and are you registered to vote, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, and then, ma'am, I'm gonna waive the warrant fee, but you're gonna have a $45 reinstatement fee in this matter. So before you get your license, you're gonna have to pay that $45, and or let's put it this way: before you're clear in the city of Detroit, you're gonna have to pay that $45 because I don't know whether you've been ripping and running in all those other jurisdictions getting tickets.
Nope, I'm clear. This is my very last ticket, and I'm coming to pay that $45 today if y'all still open.
They're gonna be open to take your money, ma'am.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go pay it when we get off.
If there's nothing further, you have a great day.
Thank you. I really appreciate you, Judge.
All right, have a good one. Be
Have a
safe.
blessed day. You as well.
I have Mr. Grisham.
Yes,
Where is Mr. Grisham?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, what happened, what's going on with Mr. Grisham? Were you on the docket today?
Yes.
Oh, a lot of stuff. Where's his file?
I think you're wrong way.
All right, let's get your file, sir, and I'm gonna call it. This is, Zachary. Let's see what he's got.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was speaking and my microphone was muted. I wanted to add that Mr. Gresham is on the docket at 8:35. He's got some 9 counts that are here for pretrial. And as I look at it and considering the depth and wealth of my experience, I think he would benefit from a trial date, Your Honor, and we can parse out those matters for which the Corporation Counsel has complaining witnesses and those matters where they do not have a complaining witness, and that'll make it easier for everybody to work out a resolution.
Let's put this on the record. We'll give Mr. Grisham an opportunity to decide what he wants to do based on your representation. This is the city of Detroit. This is the city of Detroit versus Carl David Grisham. Case numbers SP 105-7410, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1172729, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1172734. SX 8656961. 13-4361051. 14-425-8081. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bosman on behalf of the defendant. Mr. Gresham, state your name, please.
Carl Gresham.
You were here before, Mr. Grisham?
Yes, I was here
In
for
front
a
of
hearing.
me?
I say yes, I was here for a hearing.
In front of me?
Yes.
He means on a prior date, Mr. Gresham. Have you been here on a prior date?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you know. I think I remember Mr. Grisham. Let me see. Pre-trial. All right. Well, anyway, be that as it may, Mr. Grisham, do you understand what the attorney has suggested to you? And Counselor, I'm assuming that you're saying that the age of a lot of these cases, 13, they got some 2020 cases as well, but.
Mr. Gresham, have you ever had a license, sir?
Yes, I had a license before.
Okay, when was the last time your license was valid?
I think 2008.
Okay. Okay.
Long time ago. We can set them for a trial date. I don't have an officer sitting here.
Yeah, and then he's got to be patient. It's been without a license for a while longer. We're going to help you get back to where you need to go to get your license, but as your attorney, I think you do a lot better once we get some of these old cases out of your way based on the fact that either the officers or other complaining witnesses might not be available or might not appear. And so for that reason, Your Honor, we're asking for a trial date by way of Zoom, a bench trial, please, and thank you, at the court's earliest convenience.
At the earliest convenience, Mr. Grisham, I can offer, what is the earliest we can get Mr. Grisham in? Can we say for August the 27th? Is that a good date, Madam Clerk? You understand that, Mr. Grisham?
Yes.
Is that something that you want to take advantage of or see what happens on that day?
Yes.
That's fine, Your Honor.
I'm putting on the in the notes that we have no offer at this time, and it's probably because we don't have a file here for some reason. So I'm making sure that I note that so that the city attorney doesn't, I don't want to give an officer because the officer, I don't want to give him an offer because the officer, we spent the money on the, calling the officer in. And just to let the record reflect that we didn't have an offer for him because we don't have the file, and we're giving him a trial date, and we'll clear those matters up on that date. All right, sir?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would only ask that the note just say that case was not previously pre-tried.
Yeah, we'll say that. Case not previously pre-tried. That's 9 a.m. on the 27th, Mr. Grisham.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, you have a great day.
You too.
All right. Let's get far out of the way. What happened with Zachary Christensen? Zachary Graham. All right. Let's get Zachary Lee.
Your Honor, I'm here.
All right, Mr. Lee. That other person on that gets the bags, they're gonna have to come back. Okay. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Zachary Lee, case number ST116180991. Mr. Lee. I am going to probably make this pretty simple for you, sir. I'm going to dismiss the matter and see that you paid related civil infractions.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would stipulate the probable cause for that dismissal.
Okay, well, so stipulated, we will dismiss the matter, Mr. Lee, based on your payment of the civil infractions. I don't see anything else that you have pending with the court.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a great day, sir.
You too.
All right. We have one file here that we have a Zachary Graham, and Mr. Graham, we have the Gets the Bag that has been on, off and on, since we started, I believe. But since I don't have a name by them, how do we get Zachary Graham's file? But I don't have them checked in. But I didn't check in everybody. But you have put this up here. Do you
I think
recall?
somebody, yeah, they keep calling saying they're gonna zoom in and then they don't. I know Mr. Lee is the one that said
Yeah.
if he's on the line.
Is that the Gets the Bags? I'm gonna kick the Gets the Bags out. Well, it is, we'll give them another day. I think that'll conclude it.
Great.
You want to give a second, for to get the bag, to get back on here?
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever pleases the court, Your Honor. I'm here. I'm standing by.
They did, they were signed on this morning and they signed off and then they signed back on. But we called that name for a couple times and I need to go to, Mrs. Taylor is getting sworn in
Oh, really?
at 12:30.
I just need one question.
Yes,
Ms. Garner's, tie-in,
yes.
the civil infractions, are we dismissing those?
We're dismissing everything
Everything else.
except for the blockading
Got
traffic.
it, okay.
So one of them is gonna be blockading
Just the
traffic.
one, okay,
And then we're gonna waive all her fees and just get her just to go $175.
okay, now.
The young lady, she, got a little infant child and
I know.
she was so, Mr. Baughman, Mrs. Graham, she didn't have the video on. And I forced her to turn her video on. And then I see she has one of those, bonnets on her head.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm sort of done with the bonnet thing, right? So I told her to remove it. She says, I don't think I can do that.
Wow.
And I said, Ms. Graham, it's not up to you.
Yeah.
Ms. Gardner, it's not up to you. Is that Garner or Graham?
Oh, this was the young lady with the baby.
No, are we talking about Garner or Graham? Garner.
Garner.
Yeah, Garner, okay, so, yeah, this is the young lady that took the class, took it seriously too. So then I told, so then, Walling was there and I told her, I said, you don't tell me, you don't, I'm the one that gives the orders. And she's like, I don't think I can do that.
Wow.
So then I took her to the breakout room with Walling and Walling talked to her. I think it was Walling. And she turned around and came out with the bonnet off, and then we started to have our dialogue. And she did take the class seriously.
Yeah, and maybe she just understands that some of us like her better without that bonnet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
She might not feel that pretty about herself, but I like
She had a
her.
head of hair, you know, I mean, it's like, the bonnet is like a fashion statement now. My wife tells me that they got the bonnets that go all the way down your back.
Oh, well, I haven't had hair in years, so I don't know anything about anything.
I don't think their hair is that long, Mr. Baughman. I think that this is, you know, there's a bonnet thing. So, based on that, I think we've given Mr. or Mrs. DeGets the bags enough time to zoom in.
You have
So
your
I'm going to close it out with Mr. Graham. We can just send them another date, Mr. Graham.
Your Honor, I wish you and your staff a great weekend. Stay safe, and looks very sunny and nice outside, so I hope you all enjoy.
Okay, you as well, sir. I'll talk to you soon.
See y'all next time. Bye.